alarm.
Yeah, I'm surprised that was such a surprise to you guys. I really felt like I kind of leaned on that heavily to express that this was.
Yeah.
We got stuck at like one part of a security system, and then we never really thought more about how security systems work.
That there would be a lot of options, including like glass break sensors. Essentially.
Yeah. We were like, we got focused on a few of them, and then we just forgot about others. So,
but the good news about that, though, is at least you guys aren't screwed. We'll explain here in just a moment, of course, of exactly what's going to happen. But it's not over. It's not like the whole thing is shot. You just have a very short window of time to essentially deactivate the alarm before it starts to go off, which of course is not going to be easy. So where we left off, you are all gathered around the window on the side of Enovia Manor with Nissy, her little monitor lizard Glitters, and Bubbles, the giant rat ogre, which thankfully it's dark, but if there's an alarm, will of course draw a lot of attention, and he's going to be standing right outside the alarm, unless you can get him inside somehow. Having just dispelled the Reconditus barrier that was activating the magical alarm inside, the automaton in the room has, just passed that you guys can see, has been alerted and starting to turn to face the window. The alarm did not set off yet, but it's in that kind of short window where you have like a minute.
We're gonna have to put in a code or something.
That's it. So for a house alarm, you would think of it just like that. You'd have to get to the keypad and put in your code to disable it before it sets off the whole, blaring of the whole thing. So I'll go ahead and jump us over there.
Before Brink sends them like a carrier pigeon requesting some sort of secondary code.
Yeah, before the constabulary is alerted and they show up with alarms blaring. So there we are. You guys, actually, Becky, they probably snapped you over to where Noctua is. You might need to scroll all the way to the left. Anybody that's over there. I tried to brighten it up a little bit too because I realized how dark it was. So you guys weren't able to really see much. So it's still very dark. But hopefully you guys, can actually see the map a little bit better.
That's okay on my side.
Okay.
Well, we've got to get in there, right?
Yeah, so you guys, where Sarah is standing, those of you can see
there's a window right in front of her, and there's an automaton down the way.
Correct, yeah.
Which is coming our way.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And I can't remember, did we open the window?
No,
we did, right?
So all that has happened is Sarah put her hand on the window and disabled the like a sheet, like a sheet of magic over the window.
Right. So now we can actually get to the window if we want to.
Yeah.
All right. Pogo's going to quickly check to see if the window opens.
There doesn't appear to be any mechanism for opening it. It's a solid sheet of glass. It's not. There's no like thing to open it. It's like it's built into.
All right, I can see through the window. Oh, not enough time for me to think right yet. All right. Anyone else? Someone else have ideas?
I mean, I can Misty step inside, but that's not going to help the rest of you.
So what we could do is 1, find the code, figure this out. 2, sneak in, pretend like nothing happened, go Leroy Jenkins. Option 3, what if we snuck in, created some form of a disturbance or distraction of some sort, which makes others think that that's what triggered it? In other words, oops, a cat came in and knocked something over, tripped a laser, that type of stuff. Little
or a giant
deception.
Tripped the laser.
So you just send the giant to the front.
Yeah.
I think maybe not alerting the entire house the fact that
would Pogo know if these
would be best.
Would Pogo know if these automatons are creatures or not? Would it be considered a creature in the game?
I think I asked that already, didn't I?
Other constructs.
They were considered creatures?
They are considered creatures for the purposes of targeting with spells and things like that.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look through the window, and there's only one in the room that I can see, right?
Correct.
I'm going to...
Sarah...
Oh, Sarah, do you see any more in there? Or is just one?
Yeah, so Sarah, make a perception check. Only because, as short as she is, there's a good chance. Because,
that's the thing,
as I told you guys,
it's short.
Yeah, well, that's true. I guess if you moving up to the window as well, then you both have a chance. So go ahead and make a perception check, both of you.
So terrible. Oh,
hey, good
roll. All right. So there's definitely movement. You see just kind of a glinting reflection that is bouncing off of the ceiling on the far side of the room there. There's like a second story inside this room. and
So
you can
there's
see
something on the second
there's
story.
yeah, and it seems like another one. It's because of the metallic reflection you gather. It's probably another automaton also headed this direction. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you too, Sarah. Looking down on the other side of the window, you see that kind of control panel style, table. In fact, I made a V8. Let me see. I didn't set that VA up for you guys. I'm gonna put that together real quick while you discuss it. But basically, you see this control panel table-like thing. There's one flashing red light on it, and you gather it's probably this automaton who has spotted something.
Right, so there's 2 automatons in there, guys. And one's really high up.
I'm gonna look through the window, and I'm going to speak some words as my eyes turn a little purple, and I'm gonna try to cast polymorph into a mouse onto that automaton that I can see through the window.
Okay. Go ahead and mark off the spell slot. This is not going to make you happy, unfortunately, but they have that.
You spell. Okay. So basically, we would know that, though. I would just cast it, and nothing happens, or do I see anything
Correct.
at all happen?
Yeah, you would see nothing happens. Specifically, they have what's called a mutable form, which I'm
guessing I wouldn't.
Constructs do.
I wouldn't know. I would just assume it just didn't work, though.
You know what? No, I would tell you that you do have a sense that the spell should have at least tried, and it didn't. Yeah.
Like it didn't even have like I could
it
tell
didn't,
that
there was he didn't even
he didn't
try to shrug it off. Just nothing happened.
Got
It was
got it.
yeah.
All right. I am going to. Someone else do something.
I'm going to tell you, by the way. So, Sarah, I was going to put that VA for you together. I'm going to extend this a little bit because I didn't have that in front of you. But it's clear that a timer is ticking down, and if the alarm is not stopped in time, that 1 minute time where you normally have to get to the panel and punch the code in, if this isn't stopped in time, it is going to set off the whole house alarm.
Do I feel like if I break this window open, like the alarm's just going to go off? Or did me dispelling whatever was on the window?
You know what? I'm gonna say that you can decide that for how Sarah would feel about it. That's not really something you would make a check for, only because it's not like. You know what? Glass break sensors aren't a thing. How they get around that is via magical means like this, and you disabled that, and therefore, obviously, breaking the glass will make a lot of noise potentially, but it isn't going to set off like a second stage of the alarm or anything to that effect.
I just look back at Pogo. Should we silence and then break it and jump in?
Fuck it.
Or
I'm
we
gonna
just break
cast
it?
silence like right in the entire room.
Okay.
So
drop.
the
Yeah,
machine's, like right by me, right? Right by the window.
You can cast it through the window as long as you can see the target. Yeah. Okay.
So somewhere like with that cover, I want to cover the machine and the window. So I might actually have to move.
I'm going to move it slightly. Yeah, but yeah, that's fine.
And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, as soon as I cast that, I'll give a few seconds for other people to do what they want to do. But I'm just going to go up and fucking break the window with my sword.
Okay.
Well, hang on.
You're trying to get the window inside of it too, right?
Yeah, the window needs to be inside of it because I'm going to be breaking this fucking window. Now I'm going to be trying to do it quietly now. This thing's coming.
All right.
But I don't. There's, that's 2 actions, so I want people to do their thing.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna put everybody in initiative here.
Perfect.
Go ahead and roll your initiatives there. And then,
Appreciate
even if
that.
it isn't necessarily combat, if whether it is or not doesn't matter. I guess this is still a tense enough moment where time is of the essence. Obviously.
Oh, did you already add me into the thing?
Yeah, I dropped everybody in it.
Oh, cool.
You should still have to click your own initiative though. I didn't do that. Yeah. I'll do Nissi. Soccer, you can click bubbles. I think you should be able to.
By the way, I like this a lot for things like this where we jump into initiative, so it adds like a little bit easier, the whole round of 6 seconds, so it's easier to figure out what we're doing.
With good, because with that clock kicking down.
Otherwise, it'll just be Justin talking and doing stuff.
Especially in a kind of a tense moment like this. Anyways, this will give everybody opportunities to to
I
act.
look for Bubbles initiative.
You should see him in the combat tracker. If you click on the fist, what G?
I can't remember, Holmes. Did we just rest before this?
Yeah.
A long rest before this?
You did, yeah.
Okay, then I forgot to take off a level of exhaustion. Just hit the X to take
What do you
off
have
the
exhaustion
right?
from?
What did
Frenzy
you? Oh, because you
rage last
frenzied.
time or
Yeah, that's what
something?
it was.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. I have Bubbles thing up. I'm looking at the Bubbles character sheet here, but
Well,
there's
no, go to the combat tracker. So the fist in the toolbar in the top right.
Got it.
I mean, it's been a while, but click on that, and the DC bubbles in there. There you go.
Oh, there it goes.
Yep. All
Black on black
let me
dice,
change-
huh?
That might be the NPC one. I don't know. Let me change this real quick. That'll be 30. There we go.
Am I concentrating? Oh, that's right. I have to concentrate on that stupid spell.
Well,
silence.
Well, I turned it off. Oh, silence.
No,
Yeah.
silence is
I turned off
concentration.
polymorph, but yeah, that's right. Right, there we go. All right, that is done. So we'll go ahead and start from the top. It would be Nissy, but she's holding back. She doesn't know what to do here, and really is not in any position to make decisions. Pogo, it is your turn.
Right, I'm gonna tell Nissy to just stay here and don't get herself hurt. And I'm going to break through the window silently with my swords. Do I need to roll attack roll?
You know what? Because you're not
What are the
super
sounds?
strong.
What's
let's
happening?
go- let's go
I
ahead
don't like this. What are the sounds happening?
What sounds?
Did no one else hear that? It was like, vroom.
Maybe the music.
Jump
Alright.
scare sounds.
I don't have any specific sounds playing beyond the music. So
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
attack
that's
the
funny.
shit out of this
yeah,
window.
that's fine. You taking the back end of the hilt of your elven short sword, you just ram it in through as high up as you can into the glass. There is a very long splintering crack until it reaches the top of the window panel and then snaps inside. It is jagged and potentially dangerous, but you're able to kind of using the front part of the hilt, the basket, clean off as much of the space as you can and leap up over into the windowsill.
All right, I'm leaping up into it. So this would be already 5, 10, 50. This would be like 20 feet of movement just to get inside the room.
We'll call it 10. You're dexterous enough that you could easily just one hand kind of lift your top. What's the hopping over thing?
Can you do me a
basically,
favor and
leaping over
put me in the room?
Yep.
When I get in the room, now that it's dead quiet in here, I've already used my action and I'm using my movement. I see the automaton. Does it appear to see me?
Yes, it definitely. It was already starting
Okay.
to move in your guys' direction.
Uh,
So, in fact, actually, I forgot to put him in the combat tracker. Let me do
Let's
that.
see, I've already used my action. Still have my bonus action. I'm actually going to use my winged bracers that I have equipped. I believe they.
I think you
let
did
me-
attune them. Yeah.
Yeah. I've
sure you
got
changed
my
them.
winged bracers, my lithic of life thieving, and my ocarina tuned right now.
Okay.
The other ones are not. I just use the equip button. It's just a lot easier for me.
That's fine. Doesn't matter.
The attuned button. I
Yeah.
just turn on and off.
Ben, you would have been closer if you wanted to be. Would you have stayed as far out like that, or would you have gone closer to the window as you saw Pogo preparing to crunch the window?
Well, I probably would have went, with him because I know that there's something inside there that's not going to want us in there. So I probably
Okay.
would have a little bit
Yeah,
closer at least.
I'll move you down there just because I don't want you to have to spend a turn just walking in when you would have been closer. That's just where you left off from the previous session. So, all right, go ahead, Pogo.
Out of curiosity, this big. Do I see anything that I could hide under? Like the big thing with the dinosaur on it? Is it like under? Is there
That is
nothing
that
underneath
is
it?
a
solid.
There's a curtain hanging down around the outside. There's basically a stanchion poles around the outside. That's what you see on the map there. But behind that table that it's sitting on has a curtain hanging down under it. You don't see. There's not enough wind or anything to tell if it's solid behind the curtain.
I'm gonna fucking bust my head
So
on the bottom of the table.
if you go for a dive, you
Um,
may end up busting it, or you might end up if it's empty underneath, then on the floor.
All right, I've got some bonus. I got a decent amount of movement here. I'm trying to stay. By the way, where I'm at on the edges here, I'm guessing these are columns holding up the top area.
Correct.
So
Yep.
I assume since there's probably one on the second floor, it can't see me if I stay under here. So we go-
You can actually see it.
Oh shit!
So yeah. So here I'm going to drag you down real quick just so that you can get it. In fact, actually, I'll just drop it on. I'll drop it in Discord so that everybody can see what the second floor looks like for this room. You can ignore the number parts that are on there. Those are just things that'll basically if you move up or down the stairs, that's what it'll that it'll automatically see those. But I just dropped it in Discord. That's what the second floor looks like,
And that sort of thing.
including where you see the automaton. So you're
Okay.
kind of in the middle on the left.
I
there.
see it. I'm going to run down to here outside of my quiet range area.
Okay.
And if I remember correctly, the room we were trying to get to is over, down, around to the right. Let's see here, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Shit, I might as well just go here instead. And I'm pretty much underneath the guy, and I mean, that's really it. I think I got 5 more feet. That's my movement. I'm gonna hang out here and hope for the fucking best and end my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to the automaton with the glass break. He was already alerted. Looking back in the direction of where your friends are, Pogo, you see Sarah and the others behind the window there. The panel just beneath them, there are now 2 lights that are flashing red on it. I'm going to give you guys a VA here in just a second to recognize, or to be able to kind of visualize that. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. What is that movement? I forget. 60 feet. All right. He'd be able to make it down the stairs. So, Pogo, trying to rush under there and still be as quiet as you possibly can, see another automaton coming down the steps. He is right there, starting to turn this direction. Doesn't appear to see you yet directly. Bubbles' turn. Nazim, is he doing anything?
Well, Bubbles is far too big to get into this window, I assume.
Yeah, without some help. He wouldn't fit easily, let's say. What? Yeah, go ahead and move him.
A couple gallons of lubricant.
There you go. All right, looking around the house here, I can't see the back end of the house. There are no other entrance points other than that one area that we came from, correct?
Do you mean as far as like actual entrances, doors? Yeah, there's a door. Well, you walked around the outside, so you know there's a door on the south side and one on the north side. The north side, the one that you guys just came around from, is the actual front door, the entrance. The one in the back is probably for staff and so on.
All right, I'm going to assume that the back door is the same size as the front door.
It looks pretty close.
I will be moving Bubbles close to the back door because when it hits the fan, we're going to have him Kool-Aid Man through that thing.
Okay.
So
you're telling him to go around to the back door and just wait for orders, or what?
Yeah, I'm going to have him start moving towards the back door, moving south. So that's, he's big. 5, 10, 15, 20,
40 feet.
25, 30, 35, 40. Is that about 40?
That doesn't look enough. Let's see. 5, 10. Yeah, he's got 2 more at least. There you go. That's good.
Okay. So we're going to have him start moving down towards the back door over here.
If he's not, I mean, if you want him to, he can run. He can dash, to get another 40 feet.
That's true, because he's not doing anything else. 5, 10,
Correct,
15,
yeah.
20, 25, 30, 35. Hey, how come it's all black?
You might not have sight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't have sight.
You can't. Yeah. Let's see. Let me give him vision here real quick. Yeah, he didn't have vision before. Sorry. There you go. Now you can see from him. You might have to click off of him and then back on.
Okay. So we got to keep moving down. I think that's 40 right here.
Yeah,
right?
he can make it just to the fence, basically.
Okay. I can't see anything through this, so it looks like I'm just walled in here somewhere.
Oh, hang on. That's supposed to be a fence. I thought you could see. Here, I'll drop him on the other side. That's fine. There you go.
Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. So, yeah, we'll just get him prepped for the Kool-Aid Man entrance, if necessary.
Okay. All right. I need to change that one real quick. That brings us to Norok. What you doing, Holmes?
All right. I'm assuming I would have heard Pogo in there, smashing around and everything. So.
Well, you wouldn't have heard it. Yeah, you would have seen it.
Silence, huh?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I still know
Jumping into a silent room.
Yeah, you can. No movement penalty to kind of step through the window for your size.
But they letting me go through. I think it's
sorry. It is a wall. Yeah, I'll have to move you guys into the other side. So real quick in Discord, guys, there are the panel that you just stepped basically right beside. The one that has dropped in there. Obviously, it's a real ugly visual aid, but basically you see 2 rows of 6 of these kind of little kind of brain head-shaped knobs that are kind of rotating and moving a little bit, each one. Below each of those is a green lens, like a little coin-shaped lens, and below them are little, kind of blank lenses as well. But 2 of them are now flashing red. You gather they're probably the 2 automaton that have detected something or are coming at you.
All right, so that was 10, 15, I think.
That whole area is silent, by the way. So you're not going to make any noise doing any of your craziness. But if you go outside the circle, then it's going to make a bunch of noise. So you might have to drag these fuckers into the circle is what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, that's it for
He's coming that direction anyways. He was moving towards you for sure. So
obviously he sees me by now. And I'm
just run and just fucking backflipping into here. I'm gonna use my turn to throw him into the void.
Yeah. All
right.
right. And then rage, and that's it.
Okay. No action.
I don't have my axe equipped, so I don't think I have anything ranged right now.
Oh, you just
Wait
have
a
the
minute,
stolen hours?
No, actually, I think I still have my stick of stars. Yeah, I have Vulcan on me, but it's not attuned.
Not attuned. Okay.
I don't believe.
Yeah. I mean, you could still throw it. It just won't come back if it's not attuned.
Yeah.
You'd have to go yank it out of him or pick it up.
I'm gonna use my my stick of stars. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget to rage too.
Okay.
Are you intentionally moving?
Oh, sorry. I'm used to playing Gloomhaven, and I'm hitting with my other hand when I have it.
Oh, that's funny.
Movement
You
keys.
WASD? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to hit him with that. So it's what, a D4 for each one, right?
Yeah. For whatever,
Okay.
how many? D4 plus 1
you-
for every charge.
Click on it, there should be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
And they automatically hit, so I don't think he has anything to prevent those.
I'll use like 3. So I hold down right click and left click on it to make more than 1 D4. I can't remember.
Shift maybe?
Shift. Okay. Yeah. I'll hit him with 4.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. 13. Actually, well, it'd be 4 of them would be 17 total because it's because that doesn't have the plus 1 automatically, I suppose. All right. So 17 damage to him.
Oh, and then I just need to rage, and that's it for me.
Yeah. Don't forget your rage for the effect.
Okay, and that's it.
All right. He is still technically outside of it, but there isn't a lot of noise. You wouldn't be able to hear it from the inside, anyways. But the impact isn't very loud. Of the the little motes rather of energy smacking into the metal, but it is doesn't appear to have alerted anything as far as you can tell. All right, Sarah, it is your turn. Again, on the other side of that panel, it's not beeping now because you can't hear it from the silence, but it's clear that is going to go off. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys that you had 1 minute from when the window was breached, from when the Preconditus cheat was dispelled. And each round of combat is 6 seconds, and dispelling it isn't an instant thing. Turning it off is, if you investigate, you may find that, but basically, disarming it is probably an important thing to get done if you can.
Yeah. And if you're curious, Pogo just kind of did his thing because he is not smart and he would not be much help there. I think we've already talked about this. This is Sarah's show trying to get this fucking thing undone.
No, this is Arteme and Nazim's show because Sarah is not intelligent.
Get the fuck in here, Sarah. Do something.
Arteme is up next, and then Nazim right after. So
I got this. All right, so I'm gonna turn around and I'm going to haste Arteme so she gets another action so she can look at this thing twice.
Oh, okay. That could make a huge difference. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that I made a whole separate little mini game for potentially disarming this thing, and that will definitely change the balance of that. That'll make it a lot easier because it was going to be really close otherwise. So
she gets 2 chances at once now. I am then going to. I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to quicken spell and use Shadow Skin on myself.
Okay.
Let me change that. Features. Give me 9. And then I am going to jump through the window. So this is 10 to get up into the window?
Yes, for you, yes, yeah.
Okay.
Not for Ben, because he could basically step through, but yeah.
So I want it. Oh, it won't let me go.
Oh, sorry.
Goddamn walls!
I suppose I could turn it into. Yeah, I could probably just delete that section of wall now, anyways.
20,
there you
25, go. 30. That's my movement.
All right. Is that if your turn then?
Yep, that's bonus action movement, everything.
All right. Arteme, that brings us to you.
Okay, I'm going to go towards the panel.
Real quick, were you aware that you just walked right in front of one of the automatons?
Yeah, there is one literally. Oh, sorry, Fox. I didn't see you were actually moving, so I was trying to pull you through the window.
No.
I mean, that's fine. It's a good thing you're not squishy and trying to concentrate on.
Well, you know what though? So Pogo didn't shout, "Hey, there's one coming down the stairs" or anything. Plus, that area was silent, so she wouldn't have heard him coming down the stairs. It makes sense for her to have accidentally, literally walked right in front
That
of him.
was my quickest route to get out.
Is that all your movement? You can't run back?
Nope, that is
right.
everything. I don't have my broom, otherwise I'd
No,
have
it's
30
fair.
seconds.
Okay, where is the panel?
It's,
I have no idea. I can't see.
It is right there.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at the panel.
Okay. Staring. This is well below passive. You don't need to roll anything to kind of get a basic idea of how this thing probably works. Looking down at it, a set. Oh, a bag of dicks. That's good.
Funny shirt, Becky got me.
That's cool. I like that. All right. So the table, though, the kind of the top surface of it, Fox, looks like the image that I put in the Embers chat in Discord. That's a really shitty image of it. But basically, the 12 kind of brain-looking things, those are rotating and moving, and you gather those are probably representative of each of the automata. 2 of them, they all have a green light, which probably represents that they're online. And then below that, 2 of the ones that should be blank are flashing red. You do know there's one directly around the corner from you that Sarah is now immediately surprised by, and then there's one behind you. But on the far left and on the far right are handprint shapes on this table. The kind of where if you were to put your hand into it, you feel like it would probably respond in some way. The problem is that the table is too long for a single human shape. Like Norak could probably do it. He's got a wingspan long enough to be able to reach potentially, but a standard human, let's say size, could not reach both of them. So one person will need to put a hand on one, and one person will need to put a hand on the other.
8 feet apart or something.
I feel like, does anyone else feel like magically this is going to require specific handprints? That's the first thing that popped in my fucking head.
Well,
yeah.
so really,
that popped in my head too.
Is
It's like, is this a handprint thing, or
is it a magical
this,
handprint?
It doesn't
thing,
look like
it
doesn't look like it just looks like a human, it looks the walk, stop or the crosswalk, stop don't walk thing.
I think should we make a roll to find out how much data we get?
I'm going to tell you that the Arteme at least does not feel like it's a specific handprint. That this is probably because there's also 2 keyholes for it. That if you had the keys, you wouldn't need the handprint. This is a means of bypassing it if you lose the keys.
Okay.
That seems like it would need to be specific handprints.
I'll relay that to the group. So we need handprints, and it looks like there's keys. So this might be a bypass.
That's fine, Sokka.
So we're just looking at her, and she's just pointing to her hands.
Yeah,
pointing down to the thing.
Nobody can hear her.
Okay, yeah, I'll do sign language then.
Oh shit! You know what? There's a specific point at which you would potentially need to communicate to bypass this. With silence up, that's not going to work.
Nope.
So this is going to be interesting.
Do we all know sign language?
Performance check. Yeah, you'll
That's
see.
what I had to do when I was mute. I just kept doing a bunch of performance.
Look, we're all great mimes. We could figure this out.
Yeah, no,
oh
for
my
real.
gosh,
That's
my performance is horrible.
Well, roll high, shit.
You'll see, but basically, Arteme, you see both the hands that are again too far apart for you to be able to touch both. Are you doing anything with them, or what are you doing from there?
I'm gonna try and get Nazim's attention.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay, you can see it through the window. You've kind of wave it, flag him over with it, sure.
Okay, and then I'm gonna point to handprints, and then I'm gonna point to the 2 spots on the table. So
he can't see the table, but I'm sure that Nazim, you could probably intuit that she's pointing.
Yeah, but I'm also gonna wave the others, and then just point to everything.
Okay.
And try and go from there. I don't really know what else I could do.
Okay. Then if I will say that you can easily spend your turn gesturing to everyone. You still potentially have bonus action if you need to use them. It didn't take you much.
So in case you have to step away, Nazim does see that, and he's going to run into the room and jump on the opposite side of that table.
Okay.
Okay.
How bad is your neighborhood, by the way, that you got to be there when the package arrives? With that, is that? I'm just curious. I know.
I wouldn't trust mine here. You
for how long though? 30 seconds, a minute? I've left it there overnight. It's been all right. I left it there for 2 days once. I was camping over the weekend.
I've had plenty of times where I accidentally left them and they were still totally fine. I've actually never had one stolen before, but I have cameras everywhere too. So.
Yeah. I was just curious. Like I feel like Nazim with the 3 stops away now, guys. Like he lives in a prison, and like he's got to make sure these other prisoners.
No, he knows his turn's coming up next, and he's gonna have to AFK for a second. So
yeah,
he's just being polite, letting us know when he's gonna have to AFK. So
Yeah.
all
I
right.
have lots of guns, and I don't need a reason to use them today. I gotta go to work.
So I'm gonna use Shillelagh on my staff, and that's about it for now because there's not really anything else I can do.
Okay. If Nazim arrives in time, are you preparing, readying to put your hand on the panel? So you
Yeah.
Can okay. All right. Then we'll go ahead and jump to Nazim. Nazim, you are within range that you could,
Okay.
kind of rush through it and get to the other
Super
side of the
quickly,
table.
I'm gonna go there. 2,
Okay.
3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 through the window.
Yeah.
And 40, I'll be on this left side. I'm sorry, I guess the right side of the table.
Yeah.
And she's on the left side of the table.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna snap my fingers, even though she can't hear it. Wave my hand and snap my fingers, and slowly put my hand over the table, hand symbol, I guess, and look
Okay.
at her.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I don't think the communication thing is going to be as big of a problem as I initially thought, because as both of you put your hands on the table, your vision immediately blanks out. Arteme, you, after a brief moment of kind of a haziness to your vision, you kind of open your eyes again and have to blink a little bit and realize that you're standing in a blank, completely black, open, there's no walls and no ceiling, field of 5-foot square black tiles under your feet with white kind of grout between them. And that's it. You see nothing else in any direction. Nazim, on the other hand, you see a top-down view of this, of a grid of 5 foot by 5 foot squares, with what look like are probably supposed to represent walls. I'm going to take you guys over there real quick, and it'll only be Nazim and Arteme that can communicate through this. Don't cheat and kind of tell them where to go, because it won't, one, it wouldn't be fun. But we'll jump to that here real quick, and then we'll kind of switch back when it's your guys' turn in the combat tracker. So let me go ahead and move everybody.
So this is
over.
some kind of maze?
Yep. And that's exactly what it feels like for Arteme. What's that?
I forgot. I was
Yay!
also gonna take out my rod of absorption.
Okay.
It was the free action.
All right. Nazim, I'm going to put everybody else over on the side. Well, okay. Just so that everybody can participate here. Remember, you guys cannot speak. Don't cheat and tell Arteme where to go. But everybody can see this side. Arteme, you can't see the other side, right? All you see is yourself there. Don't say anything as far as what else you might see, because there's something specifically that you might see. But you don't see blue lines or anything like that, right?
I don't see anything
Okay.
here, and there's an A over my head.
Okay, all right. Well, that's the thing I was going to say. Don't say that you see, but that's fine.
Oh.
It's fine. It's not a big deal. All right, Sako. So Sako had to AFK for a second here. So this we'll come back to this, and we'll give you as soon as he's back. We'll give you kind of a basic description. But the rest of the group, everybody else can see a blue grid, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a tiny bit in front of me.
Oh,
I basically see. Can I say what I see, or?
you know what? Here, I'll put a light in there, and then everybody will be able to see that whole side. I just want to make Arteme can't see it is the important part.
Got it.
Now you should be able to see that whole thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So how this is going to work, and I'll kind of give Sako the gist of this as well when he gets back, because he's going to be the one having to give directions. Everybody else can, in narrative, only Nazim and Arteme are seeing this. The rest of you are all still totally in
hiding
your normal
in corners
sense.
and shit,
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm only putting you guys in here just so that you guys aren't left out when it's their turn in combat. But essentially what's happening here is Nazim can see the entire grid and the location that Arteme needs to get to. Arteme can only see nothing. She just sees the tiles on the ground. She can't see the walls. She can't see anything else. Nazim is going to have to give her directions. At maximum, it's going to be, we're just going to treat it as if one, movement takes a second. So, she'll get 6 basically per turn, if that makes sense. And Nazim can't see where she is. So he's going to have to try to remember it by describing it to her the whole way through.
Luckily, he didn't hear that first thing that she said.
Oh, that part doesn't matter. It's fine. That will presumably be the first thing that she tells him to give him a basic idea of where she's standing, because he can't see where she is. You guys can't see where she is, obviously. Fox, does that make sense?
Kind of.
So it's a puzzle, obviously, but he's going to be giving you directions, presumably, that you're going to have to follow. All right. to hopefully get to the end of the maze without any without being able to see the walls or anything else.
Yeah, because right now, like, it's just black. Can't even see walls or floor.
I'll put a light over there as well, just so that you can see the kind of actually, no, that would ruin it. I'll give you a little bit more range of vision. Is I think would be the best way to do that.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, I think that would be fine. Let's see. We'll do bright at 10 feet. Yeah, that kind of that doesn't work. All right. So how else can I do that? No, dim wouldn't work either. I think it'll be more. I think it'll be fine like this. The thing is, if I put anything in there, it will potentially
ruin it. That's fine.
It'll make it not work. So we'll give it a second here when Sako gets back. You know what we could do actually is we'll jump back over. Okay, all right, Sako. Then you can hear us now, right, Sako?
Yeah.
All right. So, what you see, Sako, because I pulled it over to this bypass here that you're looking at, you can see this grid, but you don't know where Arteme is. The two of you are going to have to communicate. She's in a maze just like this, although for her it's in essentially first person, and you're seeing this kind of grid area. You don't know where she is in it, and she can't see the grid or the walls or anything else, and you have to get her to the goal, which is that glowing purple thing. You see that?
Yep.
Okay, so you guys can communicate. You're going to get 6 steps per turn. When your guys' turn comes up like this, it's convenient that you're both back to back in the initiative, anyways. But you're going to get 6 total steps, whether they're correct or not. So just go through them slowly. Don't just say go 3 south and 1 east or something like that. Go through them one by one as 6 steps per turn. And I was going to say, remember that initiative, or the timer-wise, initiative for each round is 6 seconds, and you had about a minute when the window went off, so you have about 45 seconds now. So starting from now, you've got 45 turns, essentially, to make it to that, which you need less, little more than half, actually, of that. So if you mess up a whole bunch, it'd be a problem. Otherwise, you'd make it just fine. I'll go ahead and tell you, though, that actually with the haste, that makes it, with 6 seconds, that's actually pretty easy.
I don't know where she is currently on this map. She is
Correct.
somewhere on this map, so we need to first figure that out.
Yeah, so you're going to get that, and we'll do 3 moves after that, and then it'll be 6 moves for every action thereafter. What, Fox? Or what, Becky?
Yeah, because she gets to dash as a bonus action, right?
It's not
second action.
Yeah, this isn't. Well, it's not movement based in that sense. It wouldn't be.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the. Yeah.
This is some bullshit fake fantasy.
This is
type environment.
Tron shit.
This is Fantasy Star stuff right here.
World where you can't punch or run.
Yeah, or jump.
Okay, why are you so quiet?
Yeah, you're real quiet all of a sudden, Justin.
I'm eating food, so my mic was really far away.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah, we can still hear you anyways. All right. So, very quickly figure out, or just communicate amongst each other to figure out where she is now, and then you can start giving 3 steps, Sako.
Okay. Do you see a tree? No, I'm just playing. All right, so from where you're standing...
That's perfect, man. Just let her climb over the walls, right?
You see blue sticks go over them. So picking any direction, looking forward, I guess we'll call each square 10 feet, I guess. Or
They're 5 feet square.
5 feet, okay.
Yeah.
So just picking any direction, look forward. How many 5-foot squares are you?
You can't see walls or anything.
I can't see anything. It's just completely black.
Yeah. She can only see one thing that'll identify the area she's in.
The
Okay.
only thing I see is like an
Oh,
8.
is she allowed to actually say that, or is that part of the just the...
That part's fine. There are 2 specific. Yeah, there's 2 specific things in the map area. She can see one of them right now that will tell her where she is.
Okay, so all you see is the letter A.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you see 3 walls around you and an open direction?
She doesn't see any walls. She sees nothing. She just sees a grid on the ground. That's all, and the letter A.
Holy shit. Okay, so we're blind. Okay, can I give her directions up, down, left, right, north, south, east, west?
So 3 total right now, and then it'll be 6 on every turn thereafter because of haste.
Gotcha. Perfect. So if I tell her to go south 2, and then ask her a question if she sees an opening on her east, is that fair?
That's totally fair. She won't see any openings, though. She can't see anything except
Copy.
for a grid on the ground.
Okay, so 3 moves will be 3 squares, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I need you to go south.
So downwards?
In your case, it will be down 2 squares, 2 grids from where you're at, and then right 1 square. So if you're currently standing with the A behind you, go down 2 squares and 1 to the
I
right.
tried going down 2 squares, but then I just stopped.
You went down 1 square, Fox.
Yeah, but then I pressed it again and it's lagging out.
What a weird thing to have like the tech problem on.
Yeah,
Is it
on a
part of
completely
the
blank map.
puzzle?
Yeah, it's really weird. Okay.
Try refreshing because it's not there. I moved you and then put you back, and it still worked. So
Oh, okay, that's weird.
yeah,
Maybe my keyboard's fritzing
You can
out?
tell.
I thought. Go ahead, Justin.
Jeremy could move you.
I did, yeah, but I mean, if I just do it for her, that's not really.
Yeah, where's half the fun?
Especially since it's a puzzle, and Fox likes puzzles anyway. So
So glad this isn't Pogo. He just started walking.
well, I mean, if she does walk into a wall, she will hit something. It's just invisible to her. So, I mean, there are physical barriers. She just
Then
can't see them.
Pogo would panic, and then he'd start just running around wherever he could.
I'm not gonna panic just because I hit a wall.
No, I'd panic because I was in some weird reality now.
Virtual.
Okay, I've already been told one weird reality, so what's with another?
You guys had your sparkle sand stuff too.
Yeah, that too. Okay, so that's 3 now?
It was.
4?
Well, go ahead, Sako.
Oh, I was just seeing if she's able to complete that.
Well, so she just went. Okay, go back to start, Fox. It did let you go the second time, so go back. There you go. And now go ahead and give your directions. She's back at start.
Gotcha. With the A facing your back and you're facing south, I need you to go down 2 and
Okay.
right 1. And that's the 3 moves, right? So
Yep.
we get another 3 moves.
No,
Ready?
next turn. Well, on the next turn you'll get 6, but
Okay.
now we're going to jump back over to everybody else that's in combat.
Gotcha.
Okay,
All right. So she is. Yeah, Fox. You went down 2 and right 1. Right.
okay, yes.
All right. Let me switch
Perfect.
this back over. And for that, I mean, I can move everybody over, or I can just move Fox and Sako over to that one. It's up to you guys if you want to see it or not. But we'll, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right. He has a thing for that. It is it's web of light. Nobody's within range, so that is fine. We will leave that for now, and that brings us to the first automaton, which is this one. All right. He is going to. Let's see. He's going to first. Ben, you see him kind of lift an arm up that is kind of bladed at the end of it, and you see a small aperture open in the wrist, and a chunk of metal comes flying out of it in your direction. It is a plus 12 to hit. Jesus. 15. I don't think that'll hit, will it?
Sorry, I was muted. No, I don't believe so. Let me double check.
All right. I don't think it is. I think you're 17 base or something like that.
Okay, 18 now.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then he is going to close the distance toward you to there, and is going to then swing his arm blade at you. Well, he's rolling really awful from the get-go, so we'll see how well this goes. And then is going to aiming in that direction. Well, shit, actually, you're kind of blocking it, thankfully, because this could have kicked them out of the thing. Oh, by the way, if you guys get kicked out, you just start back over at the beginning again. So if you for Nazim and Arteme, it doesn't, it'll just start you back at the beginning, essentially. You have to still make it through the whole, arrangement of turns. He is going to aim in your direction.
Real quick. I was going to do this. I didn't realize you were back. I'm using, if I see it, is it attacking Sarah?
Norak.
Oh, it's attacking Norak? Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, never mind.
This is the northernmost one right now.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah.
I'm writing cutting words for the one to attack Sarah, because Nora can take care of himself. It's fine.
Right. It would be a decent-sized cone. It would actually be like this, but I would say that because of your size, Norok, that you are going to... Well, I guess you guys can't kind of see the cone with the purple one behind it. Is going to... Can you? Okay. All right. So I'm going to say that Norok, with your size, especially with you kind of, in front of him and not necessarily letting him kind of aim around you, that Nazim and Arteme are not affected by this, but it is a 30-foot cone. Make a DC 18 Dex AG. Actually, if you click yourself, you can click the button on the chat there. Oh, I keep doing that. I'm going to delete Noctua off there for now, so that I don't accidentally keep clicking her. There she is. If you resummon her, she'll be back with you. Right? Yeah. Yeah, he definitely lifts his arm up to aim directly at you, so... 20 will do it. That is half as much on a success. 15 damage, G.
Okay.
And that is it for his turn. That is a recharge. Yeah, that's it for his turn. All right. And we can bring this back out. That brings us to Nissi. She is. You see her kind of hopping up at the window. Clearly standing up off of Glitters' back, staring at Arteme and Sarah. I'm sorry, Nazim and Arteme. Neither of you, by the way, your vision is blanked out. You don't even see the room anymore. You just see the spaces that you're in. So you don't notice her, but she's just kind of clearly nervous and not sure what to do. That brings us to Pogo.
All right. Pogo. Let's see. We're in silence. That area. He's out of the silence here. Let's see. What would work against these things?
He is up next, too, by the way.
Yeah, the one over by her.
Yep.
I'm not...
I have some things in my favor.
Yeah, and I'm still holding concentration on my thing. I don't really want to get attacked. Wow, a lot of my spells will not work on these fucking things. I know it. Like, I just know it.
They are... they are creatures in the sense of spells.
I feel like hypnotic pattern and stuff like that, though. Like, you're gonna possibly not work. Anyways, it's okay. I am going to cast... No, that's concentration as well. Never mind. And that's also concentration. Okay, never mind. I am going to...
You're a one-trick pony.
I'm a one-trick pony, man. Yeah. All right. I am actually going to go ahead and... Oh man, I cannot figure out what I want to do. All right. I'm first going to telepathically tell PD Pablo to just land on the roof of the building, like in an inconspicuous spot somewhere. So he's doing that in the meantime.
Okay.
Probably take a few turns.
There is a big glass window directly above you. You can see the sky. Like, he could land there if you wanted him to.
I want him to be not as part of the action. I want him to be kind of farther away. Okay. I'm going to 5, 10...
Oh shit! Sorry, I just dropped him on the map. You can move him if you want to. I saw you accidentally moved him.
He can stay there.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. You'll have to move over to the left. I didn't realize it was going to, steal your mouse when I did that.
There we go. Got back to him. All right. So 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna go and. If I remember correctly, this is the door that we decided we had to go through to get around the other room, correct?
Based on the map, yeah, that leads into a hallway, and then there's around a corner that leads to the office. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this door locked?
No.
It is not locked. I'm going to try to crack it open and quietly and see what I see outside this door.
Make a stealth check. I mean, you can crack it open. You're going to see what you see either way. The stealth is whether or not you get noticed when you do it.
Sure.
Okay. Well, you crack it open. Go ahead and click it. And there's another automaton down the hallway. It looks like he's walking northways. He doesn't appear to have noticed you.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and quietly close... how far down the hall? I can't see him on the map. How far down the hallway does it look like?
Really?
Does it...
Oh, you don't have light of any kind. It is.
Oh, is it pitch black in this fucking place?
Yeah, it's real dark.
Oh, god damn it! Nothing works for Pogo.
I mean, he is emitting a
So
small
in
amount of
that
light,
case-
so
in
you
that
can actually
case-
see him. He's here. You know what? I'll do it this
So
way.
I can
I'll do-
basically see just because of the purple light emitting
Because
from
the light
him, I
he's
can see
emitting,
any
yes,
fucking
exactly.
thing else.
Yep.
And is he walking towards me or away from me?
He's walking north. I'm gonna go ahead and if I move him there, do you see him? Do you see the light now?
I see light. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he's basically straight ahead of you, at the to the east, and he's that far away.
All right.
But I mean, without you being able to see anything, you're going to be stumbling in the dark.
And I already know that invisibility is not going to be super helpful here. So I'm going to quietly close the door, and I'm just going to move to where I can see the automaton at the end on the other side of Sarah, and I am going to just cast. I'm going to say a little. Oh no, because it has to hear me. I'm just going to. I'm just going to. The automaton that's on the north of the room, is it within the cone of silence?
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
I'm actually going to point to that creature because I don't want anyone to hear as I cast Toll the Dead, because there's a sound of chimes that happen around that creature.
Yep.
So it's an 18 Wisdom save.
All right.
And it's normal damage, so I don't think he's been hurt yet, so I don't get the bonus.
He has been hurt. Ben hit him with 6 stars.
Oh,
Yep.
fucking perfect.
He got a 15, so he fails.
failed.
So you click the versatile for the higher damage.
Yeah, it adds the extra dice.
Yep. All right, 13
Nice!
damage.
2 twos!
I don't think he has anything
And-
against necrotic.
I was curious about that because he is a machine, so I wasn't sure if it would.
It probably shouldn't, but the stats that I took it from was the basic automaton, and they don't have any. Yeah,
I'm
there's
wondering
no,
if
there's no
it's
special resistances.
maybe it's
or
because
anything,
whatever
so-
that soul type thing, maybe there's some sort of guts that are still
Maybe.
eat away at it. All right, and that is my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to the other automata that is right next to Sarah. He, looking in your direction, you see as he's made his way to the bottom of the stairs, kind of turns in your direction, and you see this kind of vaguely humanoid face inside the crystal in his chest. The kind of eyes lift up a little bit, and you see one of these arms lift out, and he's going to blast you with shrapnel.
Oh, wait.
Is a.
Never mind. It's not gonna
Well, I mean, he gets his full thing. This is just a bonus action, so.
Oh.
It is a measured template, but there's nobody else. Actually, no. To get you, he couldn't really get Arteme and Sarah, or Nazim and Arteme in it. It would just be you. So there's that. Go ahead and make a DC 18 dex save.
It's coming.
Don't worry, if he tries normal attack, you gotta.
Me too. I got some stuff for Norma. Oh.
All right.
Womp womp.
All right.
Oh.
That is unfortunately quite high damage. It is his recharge attack, so. 35. That's not too bad.
The average.
Could be a lot worse. And is then going to also, using the same arm, you see a small little
There we
hole
go.
open in the arm. All right, so cutting words will be, a D12 subtracted, right?
And he has disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, because
I
you're...
have my boots.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, neat. So yeah, it's a D12 off the creature's roll.
All right. What are you concentrating on, Sarah?
Haste.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
click that.
And I'm going to use my reaction to shield, so my AC will be 21.
Well,
there's no
before
fucking
that,
What?
you need to click yourself and click the saving throw
Oh
DC.
no.
Yeah, because you have to make a con check. You're gonna have to make him for all 3. He's going to get 3 attacks. So
Okay.
So this is for the first one.
What do I need to be?
DC 17. If you just have yourself highlighted and you click that button in the chat, it'll do it for you.
Oh god. Okay.
That's the biggest hit. The other 2 don't hit as hard, and that one's the recharge. So it's we'll have to get it back. But
Oh no! I'm gonna re-roll.
okay.
I'm gonna use one of my things.
All right.
Come on. Come on. You gotta be fucking shitting me.
All right. Unfortunately, Arteme,
okay.
the haste falls off. You still have passive. Yeah, Arteme has passive that trace up. Yeah, but haste is gone.
Nice.
No,
so-
that really sucks because haste is gone and she won't get an action next turn.
Oh, wait, she won't get an action?
Nope.
When
is
haste
gone.
falls,
Fuck.
you have a lost action on your next turn.
She still has movement though.
Nope. It is
It's
a
not
lost
movement.
turn.
It's not movement inside of the thing anyway.
You are incapacitated for a round.
Wait, Is Sarah within 30 feet of me?
Interesting.
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay. Then I'll use my Ancestral Guardians then on that last attack. Because it says when another creature I can see within 30 feet of me takes damage, it doesn't specify what kind of damage.
No, that's totally fine. Ideally, try to get that in earlier because that changed. Okay, so here's why. We have to kind of roll back a little bit because that would reduce the damage, which would reduce the DC, and now we have to kind of reduce the damage first and then have her make a concentration check with a lesser DC. Does that make sense, G?
Okay.
So try to get that in a little quicker. Go ahead and that's the new thing that he got after you guys beat the Legion there.
All
So.
right.
Then go ahead and
46?
roll that. Is it 40? Whatever it is in the it's
yeah.
Guardian. It's in your ability. You should be able to click it from there.
Okay.
Just click use ability.
There we go. All right, so 18 from what was the initial damage?
And what was it?
So 17, right? That's a 10, I think, now to beat.
63.
17, yeah. So the DC on a con save is half the damage or 10, right? Whichever's higher. All right.
Yeah.
So in that case, it's 10, meaning you did beat it on the first one, meaning you didn't use meaning you rolled a 16 on your first save. So haste is not down, haste is still up, and you didn't have to use your second reaction. Does that make sense? Or your ability to re-roll that.
And the dude takes that damage too.
He takes 18 damage?
Yeah, whatever the damage is that she saved, he takes. And
Okay.
4 damage.
All right.
Okay,
So-
so just add 18 then to my health.
Yeah, and you add 18 to your health, and you also give yourself that ability back because you didn't spend it. And Fox, you still have haste. So, Sarah, that means you are still concentrating on it. So now, go ahead and click it again, and don't consume a spell slot. And then this is when we start getting into high level stuff. These are the kinds of rollbacks that have to happen. So try to remember to get that kind of thing in earlier if you could, G. But it's totally fine. It's it happens, especially because it's a new ability for you too.
Don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
that's there. You gave your hit
Now
points back.
Yes. Okay, so he's doing a physical attack now, right?
He's going to shoot you and then step in and slash you.
Okay, then I am going to cast shield on myself using my
Okay.
reaction since I didn't use it for the other thing.
Well, you have to do that as a reaction to an attack, right? I guess the shrapnel kind of counts, I suppose, because that's not against your AC.
Oh,
But
well, I
it's
just meant
actually-
as he's coming in for his swing or whatever he's doing.
yeah, but that you cast that as a reaction during that, so it doesn't matter. It would still be off of the spear attack anyway. So normal shot. Oh, actually, sorry, he's supposed to have disadvantage on this shot, right?
Yes,
Okay.
he has disadvantage.
All right, which is good
Because
because
my
that would have been a natural 20. All right, so 26
Still,
will
No.
still hit.
You also have a D12 to roll to
Oh,
subtract from that,
because
I
of the
included
cutting words.
yeah.
Shit,
Because I don't know that she's gonna do shield. I'm casting cutting
That's
words.
fair.
I don't want her to drop that
Yep.
shit.
totally fair. Reduced by another 7, brings it down to 19. I don't think a 19 hits, right? All right. So after all of that,
You
he
still
tries to
got
shoot
2 more, and that was my reaction. So you're on your own for those 2.
one more now. That was
Oh, one
the
more.
second of
Got
3. that
Because
was
I
the
didn't-
slug.
because it didn't hit, he still is at disadvantage. So
Okay. All right. So now disadvantage on the arm blade that just attempting to swing at you.
mhm.
17, and your shield stays up. So yeah, that stays up till your next turn. So after all of that, the shrapnel hit. You took some damage from that, but nothing from the rest. So
Okay.
that is it. Nazim, we are back to Bubbles. You can't see through his eyes, but he is following order, so he knows he has to go south and around to be able to get to the front door. So go ahead and move him if you want to.
Correct. Let me go ahead and shuffle him. I don't see him anymore. Let me
He's down to the
click on
south.
him again.
You might have to draw a box in that area to pick him up. Just click
Oh,
and
there
drag
he
a
goes.
box in the
Yep.
area.
1, 2, 3. The map's all black that I don't see where a door is anywhere.
You have to go south and around. That's what I was describing. Yeah, there you go. Around that wall there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we're right about here, I think.
And then if he wants to, he can dash if you're having him run.
Dash 5, 10, 15, And 30.
He's actually got
right
40, so you have 2 more.
40.
You can get basically up to the door. There you go.
Works.
All right. Then that will bring us to Norok. What you doing, Holmes?
Alright. If I can keep this guy busy for a while. So I will use...
I do love the idea of watching Norok just start tearing at a automaton in dead silence. Just from across the room, I'm just watching him wail on it, and it's just, instead of the pings
art.
and everything, just quiet as a mouse.
Great weapon.
That's what I was thinking too, Sakos. Yeah, like a performance art type of thing.
I can hit him with my sword.
You'd expect the shirtless Shia LaBeouf to come out and start dancing interpretively.
Hannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Just do it.
I forgot to roll that.
Which I'm
Oh,
okay
if I hit the attack button, can I still do it with advantage? Because I was going to do reckless.
Yeah,
There it
you'll
is, never mind.
click the attack, and then you'll have an option for advantage or disadvantage. Yeah.
Sorry, apparently I'm just very rusty on this game.
It's been a little while. It's all right. Well, good thing because you got a natural 1. 11 will still not hit. Hang on, that didn't double add, right? It is -5 and +5. Yeah, so that's correct. Yeah, you just rolled a 7. So
Okay. Alright, well, first one doesn't hit, then I will try the second attack then.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. Alright.
out with a 9. Bonus action attack. You're not frenzied, right?
No, I am not, so that is it for me.
All right. That'll bring us to Sarah.
Oh god. Okay. First, these guys have a thing that they can't, like, their forms can't be changed, right? It's
Yeah, they
just
have-
their forms.
You know what? So Pogo knows that for sure because he tried to change one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, without medding, Pogo probably would have
I
said,
probably would have said something
I mean,
like,
I
Yeah,
was
knowing
maybe
that-
out the window with him.
fucking
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
shit.
exactly. Or that's even if it was a curse about that. Knowing that Sarah and Arteme like to shapeshift things, I would say that Pogo probably would have said that out loud. I think that's fair.
And you would have known
I
was trying to
shapeshift
change.
myself, not other things. But
Well,
okay.
all right, but I mean, between the group, you guys, you've polymorphed a few things before, haven't you? Fox?
I don't have polymorph at all. I have animal shapes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I guess
but
I was thinking everybody had it.
Me and Sarah have polymorphed next to each other numbers of times, so she would have known exactly what I was trying to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So I would say that you do know then, Sarah.
Okay. Alright, I don't want to risk the chance of this guy walking around the corner and attacking Arteme and Nazim because they're at the panel instead of focusing on me. So
I'm gonna just real quick before you decide exactly there. You do know that he's outside of the cone of silence, or the cone of silence, the area of silence right now. And if he is injured dramatically, it's going to be noisy.
okay, it's not going to injure him, so that's fine. And it doesn't say anything about verbal stuff, so I'm hoping. I want to use the amulet of expel, but I want to bring up Shan right next to him first.
Okay.
So that way he has disadvantage on his saving throw for this.
Okay.
So it's banishment.
Well,
wanna
click it
cast banishment.
because it'll be there's a
I don't think
DC.
it'll-
I don't remember what the DC is.
it? Oh, there
Yeah,
it is.
DC 16. All right.
16. All right, so Shan's right next to him, so he has disadvantage.
All right. Let me put
She
her
will be
on
my
real quick
bonus.
here. She's too big to fit in the stairs. I guess she kind of floats anyway, so she doesn't necessarily even need to be,
Yeah. She's
in
just
the-
got to be within 5 feet.
Yeah, I just meant on the map anyways, because she's somewhat intangible. All right, so disadvantage, DC 16 con. Natural 1.
He is gone.
You cast it on him, or you holding the amulet, you kind of aim in his direction, and you see a blip, a very small blip, not the size that you would expect, and the crystal inside the chest disappears, and the automaton stands still. Nazim and Sarah, or Arteme and Nazim rather, would notice in front of them, if they could see, that one of the lights has faded back out to black.
Great. And then I'm going to back up my full movement.
Okay.
2, 3. go anymore. There we go. I think that's 30, right? 5, 10, 25, 30.
You have a light on? Why does your character have a cool light?
You pulled out the lantern.
lamp.
Yeah, just pulled out one of the lanterns.
Okay. It's cool that I can...
Are you jealous you don't have a cool light?
Yeah, I was like, wow.
I have a cool light.
Actually, if I can, I'll hold it out to him because I have my rod in my other hand. So
you just see kind of a scared, squinting Pogo behind, like hiding behind this animal. I'm gonna make a gesture that there's another robot on the other side of this door down that hallway.
Okay.
Pantomime.
And because he disappears, so does Shan.
Yeah, because it's only as soon as he's like on the different plane, right?
Yeah, he's no longer in the same plane of existence.
Right. So mark off your spell slots for your sorcery points. Yeah. Both Sarah and Pogo make perception checks with advantage. And then Arteme and Nazim, we're up for you guys here in just a second.
Perception?
Yep. With advantage. What do you get? Oh, from the natural one. All right, both of you then, Sarah, as you're kind of turning away from it, and Pogo looking in that direction, kind of watching to make sure that Nazim and Arteme are not interrupted and trying to disable the system. You see one of the knobs pop up out of the table. Like it looks like it can be removed now. It looks like it's deactivated, and the green light that was connected to it is dim.
Oh, would I have seen that before I walked away?
I would say that you saw it as you're starting to walk away, yeah.
Okay, then nice. I would have stopped and turned around and headed back to the table then.
Okay, well then let's go ahead and put you back here. We'll say that you were, there-ish when you saw it. Go ahead and move yourself.
Alright, yeah, I would have...
I would say that it's close enough that you could grab it and still continue your movement. You just wouldn't be quite as close to Pogo.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll grab that then. And...
Okay. Then you pull one of them out. It looks kind of like a key essentially, and it was sticking into the table and looks like it was stuck in. Trying to pull into the others, they don't move. But this one, after it was deactivated, is now removable. So there's now only 11 in the table.
All right. So yeah, I'll do that, and then 20, 25, 30.
Okay. All right. You are inside the silence now, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to Arteme and Nazim. Do you guys want me to pull everybody over to the other one, or what do you want to do?
Whatever you want. It's up to you. Either way, it doesn't affect us.
I'm going to go ahead and do that just so that everybody. No, I don't. No. Well, it's just
like if he makes a bad choice, I'm not going to be like boo.
It wasn't that. It was that I don't want everybody to be bored. Nope. I want everybody to be involved, even though you can't actually speak during this portion. As far as giving directions, you can speak otherwise. Just don't spoil things. All right. So you're going to get 6 moves now here. So Nazim, obviously, you're going to have to remember where she is because. You can't see her on the map, and obviously, Arteme, you can't see where the target is, and he has to give you directions. So, 6 moves, go ahead and figure your way out.
Okay, just to recap from last time, the A was at your back, you were facing south, you moved 2 down, and you moved 1 to the right, correct?
Yes.
Okay, you will now move 6 moves. You will move 2 to the right.
Okay.
2 to the north. And then 2 to the right. And that's your 6 moves.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then obviously Sako, try to remember where you think she is, and then when we come back, of course, you'll continue from there. All right, switching back.
Screenshot or something, man. Let's not forget.
Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Obviously. Cheating?
Well,
screenshot the thing. Fine. Just play. As long as you're playing it fair, I'm not worried about it. I don't expect you guys will fail. Yeah, that's fine. I don't expect you guys will fail it anyways, unless if something hits you guys and you get interrupted, that could really cause problems because you'd have to start all over again. But all right. So, because it would start her back at the at the A basically is where she would be. So, all right. Well, from this, well, shit. This is probably going to be that problem. Hang on. It is Web of Light. Never mind. Okay, that's not the ability I was thinking of. Ben, you're gonna have to deal with this. The other one is inactive anyways at the moment. So, which is, by the way, Fox and Becky, had you not dispelled that one, what he was about to do would have potentially pulled Arteme away from the table, which would have had to start her over again. So he has a gravity well.
That if I went around, that the other one would have saw her and been like, I don't think so.
Yeah, right now at least Ben is preventing the other one from being able to get to the table. So Ben, each round initiative count 30. Automaton can emit a web of starvoled energy within 5 feet of itself. Creatures touched by the web must succeed on a DC 18 Wisdom save or be entangled in the threads of yellow light, becoming restrained. DC 18 Wisdom save, G. Or if you click yourself, you can click that button in chat, it'll do it for you. With a 12, you see emitting from just below the crystal in the chest a small kind of beam of kind of radiant starlight from around its chest, envelops you, surrounds you with a kind of a web, a net-like shape, and you are restrained, and he begins to walk past you, and you are dragged along on the ground behind him.
Okay.
That is initiative 30. That's not his actual turn, but it is now his turn. Since he came up next, he is immediately going to put a hand on each of the shoulders, one on Nazim and one on Arteme, and fling them off in either direction. Both of you make strength saves.
Yeah, I got a reaction save for that.
Neither do I.
All right, Arteme succeeds. Arteme succeeds.
Oh, yay!
Nazim does not. Nazim, you are pushed away. Arteme, you don't get reset as long as you're still in it. You're still in the same place. Nazim, you'll have to move back, when your turn comes up. But at least Arteme wasn't reset, meaning that you guys could theoretically continue where you left off. All right, it is Nissy's turn. Sorry, he didn't actually make his attacks or anything. He is going to then spin around in place and is going to attack with advantage at Norok. With his, let's see, doesn't need those. Doesn't need that one yet either. All right, it's going to do 3 arm. Hang on, is it 3 or is it just 2? Makes 2 arm blade attacks or 1 arm blade and 1 spear launcher. All right, so 2 arm blade attacks at Norok with advantage.
If he hits, I'm going to use my reaction to use retaliation in the back.
Okay, 17. You said your new one's 18, right? Because your new base. Yep. Okay. All right, advantage on the second one. 29. All right, so that one will hit. Here's the damage for that, and then you can go ahead and roll your retaliate. 15 damage, halved, so 8.
Okay.
From your rage. You are still restrained in the web. Restrain is speed 0, and what else? I think you still get actions, don't you?
Can I hit him back then?
Let me see. I know grappled.
Disadvantage?
I think so. I think it's disadvantage. Let me see. I always have this thing up, and then I never use it. Attacking more difficult does not prevent a creature from making attacks while under the effects. Does make a disadvantage on attack rolls while affected. Yeah. And your speed 0 until you break the restraint.
Oh.
It would have been a natural 20. 16. His AC is 18, so that will not hit.
Okay.
Then if your turn... Well, I guess that was your reaction.
Yeah, that was reaction for this round.
All right, so that's it for him. It's Pogo's turn.
All right, Nissy just hanging out outside the window watching this whole shenanigans.
Yeah, until you guys give her directions. She's not a fighter of any sort. She has a short bow, but that's about it. Yeah. And no special abilities other than stealth related stuff.
That's cool. Cool. See, I'm still holding concentration on this zone of silence. I am going to...
We are in round 3. By the way, you guys have 33 seconds left to get the alarm.
Does this thing look destroyed at all? Like, is it
barely. No, it's not significantly injured. He's at like 80% ish.
What do you guys think about speak with plants? Should I do that now? That might be a good option. No, I'm just gonna go ahead and recast Toll the Dead on this thing while it's still in the... Because Norak can... Based off how Norak looks like he can still fight in this thing. He just can't free himself and get away, right?
But he's a disadvantage, too. Which, I mean, that you saw what just happened. He got a not a crit instead of a crit, so...
Yeah, he's in some sort of crazy...
He's in a web. There's a web of light that's surrounding him, yeah. He's being dragged along...
I don't know how to break a web of light! Wait, hold on.
Specifically, it's Starvald energy.
Let's see. What do I roll to decide if Pogo might know how to break a web of light? What would this be? Arcana?
Yep, that would do it.
All right. Can I roll an Arcana check to see if I'd have any idea how to break a web of light?
I'll tell you that
he doesn't know how to break.
Yeah, an Arcana check will tell you. The natural 20.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So it's definitely Starvald. You don't see Starvald very frequently, but usually when you deal with creatures, when anybody has to deal with creatures of strict order, it's always Starvald. And it is the digital or the magical version of logical technology. It's always Starvald. Breaking it would be the same as any other magical effect.
Okay, so I can't go cut through. I know I couldn't do anything.
It's not a physical thing. Yeah.
All right.
But a significant enough, impact would potentially shock it off of him.
Yeah, and would I know by any chance what's based off its kind of magic, what this thing might be more susceptible to, or is that just not something I would know?
Let's see. With a natural 20, maybe.
Everyone else don't listen.
Yeah. You feel well. I mean, that's fair. Here, I'll whisper it to you.
Oh, cool. I never get whispers. All right.
Did that come in a gibberish? Okay.
It's
because I have him.
Job of the Hutt language.
I had him targeted, so he was setting in the wrong language.
Super unhelpful for me, but that's cool.
You know what? There's a little more to it than that. It's physical impacts of any sort would potentially do that as well. He's a gear work, clockwork mechanism.
I'm just gonna have to go with my Toll the Dead again. Just hit him with Toll the Dead.
All right.
So it's an 18 Wisdom save.
Disadvantaged or no disadvantage, right? Just normal roll. Yeah.
Is he in the cone of sound?
Yeah, so he makes that. So
he does succeed, yeah, but it's still half damage, isn't it? No, it's a cantrip. Yeah.
No, it takes no damage. And let's see here. I'm going to concentration up. I don't want to get fucked up. I am going to use my movement. Let's see here. So I got 25 there. I'm going to use my other things to use my bonus action for...
Your bracers?
Ooh, do I want to just do another fucking... I really don't want to do that. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to run up to the second story.
Okay.
Wow. As he's passing, can I hand him the lantern?
Here. All right, I'm going to grab the lantern.
The light.
Okay.
And then, oh boy, so I'm right here.
All right. Let me go ahead and give you a lantern real quick.
Yay!
It was 50. It can't be 50. It's got to be 30. 45.
At least some dim light.
Yeah. I mean, I'll make it bright light just so that you Pogo can see, or Justin rather can see. But
well, I like to imagine even the complete darkness, you can see the basic outlines of.
Yeah, I mean, well, plus there is a
purple light flashing around.
There's a window above you too, you can actually kind of see it in the map there too. Yeah, exactly. So you're getting some moonlight through there too. So. Right.
Yep, and that is my turn.
Okay. There we go. He is. I'm gonna take him out of the combat tracker and just leave him on the map because he's not coming back. He's not native to this plane. I don't know if you guys caught that or not from all the hints I gave you, but
I was hoping that would be the case.
Yeah, you guys would have had an idea of that already, of course, from the Vast Erudition. So, all right, that guy actually would have moved further. So let me do that real quick because Nazim, we come back to Bubbles now, who is in front of the door.
He's not gonna a Kool-Aid man through the door yet because we're going to stay kind of silent for now. So I'll just position him.
All right. Then he stays there. That brings us to Norok. Ben, you can try to break out of it. I'll say that with your size, it's already kind of struggling to contain you anyways. He's actually a little bit... The automatons are a little bit smaller than you. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And I would say that you could probably do it as a bonus action, at least attempt as a bonus action, whereas normal human size would be an action to break free.
Check.
It is... Let me find it again here real quick. Scrolling up here. The webbed creature can repeat the save at the end of each of its turns, breaking free on a success. DC 18. Oh shit, it's a wisdom save. It's not really a physical thing. I already told you could, so go ahead and DC 18.
Cool. And ability not saving throw, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Be breaking free. Natural 1. Not with that.
Wait, how far away is he from me?
You're on the stairs above him, so let me draw it real quick.
Yeah, to see if he's within 30 feet.
Yeah, because I mean you're literally at the top of the stairs, 20 feet from him. I'd say that you're within range, sure.
Because I'm actually halfway up the stairs. I did not get all the way.
Oh, okay, all right.
I have very small legs. So yeah, you get to re-roll that just as a freebie.
Cool. Thank you.
You feel lucky around me.
Jeez, Ben is rolling terrible tonight.
Yeah, I know. It's not good.
Not that lucky.
Oh wait, I have my reaction back. I could go ahead and roll it one more time.
Well, that's...
I will use my thing.
Alright, thank you.
Not with that. Still an 18. So 2 separate abilities used to try to help him break free, but no luck. So still action, and your movement 0, but still action if you want to use a G.
Okay.
And he is... I'm going to go ahead and tell you that he's, like, interposing now. Like, Nazim is not going to be able to get back to the panel with him in the way like that. So if you can't get him, deactivated or moved or anything like that, it's going to start...
I'm wiry.
Well, all right. You can make the effort, I guess. Not a 0% chance. I'm just saying that with him in the way, it's definitely going to cause problems, or certainly
I just
get harder.
have to get low. It might get a little smelly, but that's all right.
You guys, by the way, it is round 3, so you guys have 33 seconds left to get the alarm disabled before it goes off.
Pogo has no idea that's a thing, though, so I'm good.
What was that, Fox?
Said no. 33 seconds. No pressure.
Yeah, really.
And I don't have... If I grapple him or something, I can't move him, right? That would just try to stop him from moving if I attempted to grapple him, or if I grappled him.
Yeah, you're not a chain guard. Yeah, if you weren't restrained, I would say that you could grapple him and then pull him with you, but you'd have to break the restraint first.
Yeah, okay.
Although, just like I told... I'll go ahead and tell you this, actually, because Norok would see this as well, as Pogo did. He's clearly... the automata itself is a gear and clockwork mechanism. A significant enough impact would potentially dislodge or possibly even break the lens that web of light is coming out of. And if you could do that, obviously the light would drop. The net would no longer be able to hold you if you could, break that or move it out of the way, or, break it out of alignment, something like that.
Okay.
Sticking a movable rod inside of a cog.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can't whir, if cogs don't whir, they don't work.
Alright, then I'll try to swing at that then. I'll use... that work?
Trying to aim specifically for that? Okay.
Yeah.
So remember, that'll change the AC. His AC is already 18. So if you're doing a what's the word I'm looking for? A called shot, like a targeted attack, especially for something... You know what? The thing is you don't have to hit it directly necessarily. So we'll call it an AC +2. You'll have to beat an AC of 20.
Okay.
You'll be able to, kind of significantly impact the area enough to potentially dislodge it.
And I'll use Reckless to make it a flat roll instead of a disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, there it goes.
Now's the time to not roll crappy.
I know.
Not with a 16, unfortunately. Yep.
I'll try my second hit then.
Okay.
And still try to aim for the same spot.
All right. Nope, not with a 13.
Alright.
Jeez, Norok has not gotten to hit anything for so long, and now that he gets to, he's rolling
Is it
awful.
because it's in the quiet, big guy? Is it just not like the quiet? Is it too...
Do you need to hear yourself yell? You gotta hear yourself.
Are you
constantly
raging
roaring?
and you just open your mouth and scream, but it's just silence, and you're like, "What is that?" You're like a professional tennis player. You gotta yell
without a grunt. Yeah.
If you don't hear yourself grunting and yelling, what are we even doing here?
Well, that's the whole point of raging, is that I can yell. And
be noisy.
You know,
this is impotent rage.
Stifled. Yeah.
All right, it is Sarah.
Okay. I'm going to move diagonally 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to this corner. I'm just running through everybody's legs.
All right.
So I'm outside of this thing. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the lens at 4th level.
Okay. Specifically, kind of this center target, let's say, center torso of the creature.
Yeah,
Okay. Go ahead and click it, because he's going to make a save, I assume, since it's against a creature.
No, I think it just, if it's 4th level or higher magic, if it's 4th level, it's just done. If it's not, I have to roll, I think.
Okay.
It is 10 plus a spell slot.
Yep. All right. So it isn't a spell, really. So let me translate that real quick of how that would, like what it would equate to, I guess. It is like his only, legendary type ability. So it's probably kind of important, and it's really like what its intent is for restraining, invaders or robbers like this. That's kind of its whole purpose. So it's probably decently high. I'm going to call it a. Let's see. It's supposed to be. You automatically affect it's wait, equal to or less than spell level. Okay. We'll call it a 16 on a. We'll call it a level 6, which would make it a 16 for your DC. On your. Is it a charisma? I think you just make a regular spell check, right? Or spellcasting ability?
Your spellcasting ability.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So 16 charisma for you. Ability check. If you have anything to soup it up to give yourself advantage or something, that's all fine too.
I don't, but I do have one last thing of my.
Your reroll.
Oh God. Do I wanna? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll use it. Why not? All right. I can't make nobody reroll nothing no more.
There you go. All right. So the and I'm going to go ahead and say that the dispelling it isn't just dispelling the effect, but dispelling the magic on the lens itself. I think that's only fair. That it's at least for the time being, he will not be able to recast it, immediately after. Just it's not a permanent breaking like Norak was aiming for, but it will.
Got to recharge for a bit.
I think that's only fair, just like the the shrapnel abilities and stuff like that. So, all right. So that was moving in action. Any bonus actions?
I am. So he still has his crystal, right?
Yeah, the head. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I am going to use 2 of my sorcery points to quicken spell to cast Psychic Lance at the crystal.
Okay.
It is 120 feet away, and I believe they make. What do they make? Oh my god! Intelligence saving throw.
All right. Do you have it? Can you click it so I can see the DC? I think it's 18. Oh, 17. All right. All right. He has disadvantage. 15. He fails.
Okay, so damage to the crystal is 35.
All right.
Psychic damage.
All right. He takes 35. It doesn't feel like it did anything more to it, but he's not particularly resistant to those kinds of things either. Hence the disadvantage. There's no. The crystal is still a part of the automaton. If you're trying to break specific parts, that's fine. But basically, it doesn't have a separate hit point value, I guess is what I'm saying.
I noticed the crystal in the other one disappeared, so I was hoping shatter this crystal and this automaton won't work anymore.
Yeah, the idea there is, of course, just banishing. That is the container that the soul is in. Essentially, is inside the crystal, not necessarily the body. So the body is just an inanimate chunk of metal left behind. So, still did a decent chunk to him. He is not quite bloodied, but certainly did damage. All right, that it for your turn. All right, brings us back to Artem and Nazim. Nazim, the creature, the automaton itself, is still trying to fend off Norok, especially now seeing that Norok is no longer restrained. I'm going to say that you have advantage on this. Go ahead and make, if you got a better idea, by all means express it, but otherwise it'll be a athletics check to kind of push your way past and under him to get back and put your hand on the panel again.
Okay, dumb question here. If I were to just shove him and then move, would that shove take the action portion of my turn?
If you mean a physical shove,
yes.
Yeah, you'd have disadvantage, but that would take your action to do it. That'd be an attack, essentially.
Okay, then I couldn't help her with the mace. All right, so I'll go ahead and do an athletics check, which is going to suck.
With advantage, though.
With advantage. All right.
Because he's distracted again, now that Norok is no longer restrained. Okay, that'll do it. All right. So you can kind of spinning around and almost sitting on the floor, just reaching your hand up and putting it back onto the panel, kind of keeping yourself and your head as far away from the spinning whirring blades of this thing that is right near you. You kind of put your hand back on it, and you see the panel or the maze-like location again. So go ahead. You have 6 moves.
Okay, let me just recap. 1, 2. I'm looking at my notes. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect. Okay, so from where you are standing, move south 1 move. Move east 1 move.
Fox, you there? Fox?
Sorry. I'm not good with east or like directions like that. I'll have to go like up, down, left, right.
Did you want me to
restart? Sorry.
Restart from the beginning, you said?
Yes, please.
Okay, with the A facing your back and standing on the square just south of A, you need to go down 2, right 1.
Okay, I did that.
Right 2.
Yep.
Up 2.
Yep.
Right 2.
Yes, that's where I'm at.
And that's where we're at right
she
now.
left off. Yeah, for this turn. Yeah, she didn't go back and start that.
I didn't want to say anything, but my eyes got really big, and I was like, "Oh."
No, she didn't mean restart as in go all the way back. She just meant restart for this turn.
Yeah, sorry. I'm.
Sorry.
I have a really bad headache, and I'm just not computing right now.
Okay, so you get 3 moves or 6 moves this round? 6. Perfect. From the square you're currently standing on now, go south 1.
So down?
Down 1. Right 1.
Okay.
Down 1.
Okay.
Down 1 again.
Okay.
Right 1.
Okay.
And down 1.
Okay.
Right. That is 6.
Okay, let me go ahead and write this down here. Hold on a second. All right. Down, right. Sorry.
I suppose it would be a little
down.
easier in actual 6-second increments in, like, if this was actually happening,
Right. So that was down, right, down, right, down, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, jumping us back. I took a screenshot too, so if we need to, we can jump back to that.
Because Pogo can't yell, but he's getting really frustrated. Whatever the fuck is going on down there.
You can see that they're trying to get the panel. After Nazim having to.
Pogo's just gonna be thinking they're just like, is this a good thing, a bad thing? Are they possessed?
All right, we are back to the automata. Oh shit!
We're just really into touching metal plates right now for some reason.
Right? It's the thing.
I'm gonna have to. I need to take probably 10 minutes or so to at least get stuff started, guys.
Sure.
I don't want to stop here in the middle of this, but I need to get work going. So, give me like 10 guys, and then we'll pick up from there.
How
You got it.
fucking dare you? Yeah, I'll see you in a few.
All right.
Water break.
Smoke
Yeah,
if you
dog
got 'em.
walks or whatever else. Yeah, whatever you guys
That's right.
need.
Smoke.
10-ish.
I am gonna see if I can upload some of my pictures. Where's Facebook? I threw a Halloween party last Saturday. I also have a somewhat newer computer that I've never logged into Facebook before, and I have no idea what the fuck my account shit is. I don't even use Facebook, but I use Messenger.
Well, don't say it out loud.
Oh, that I don't use it?
No, not that. I mean, don't say what your login information is out loud.
Do you think I was about to just say my password?
Not that you would, but I'm just,
Bag of Richard 69420.
How was the party?
Fantastic. I'm gonna bring up some pictures for Discord, but it's gonna take me a minute.
Nobody got sick after? No COVID?
No
troubles?
one got sick. No one got sick. No one got the flu. It was actually pretty cool. Everyone.
I was thinking about that too. Is that like after I mean, it's beginning to abate, sure, but immune systems don't spin around that fast. So this season for the flu is gonna have to be terrible from years of people being isolated and having let's say at least a very reduced exposure to other non-COVID viruses. So I bet this season's going to be pretty bad for flu.
I think they thought there was actually an entire thing of the flu that disappeared because
a whole strain, just because it wasn't being passed around.
It wasn't being passed around for like a year and a half, 2 years. It's just gone now.
Nice benefit.
How do I download videos from Messenger? I'm such a bad historian when it comes to my own shit. Like I don't forward it. I can remove a reply. I can't download. Fucking dumb. No pictures. Download photos, but I can't download videos. The irony is, I can't log in on my phone for Discord because I don't know my Discord password, and I just have been too lazy to do anything with it.
Just do a basic password reset.
Yeah, but like that would have been much easier than trying to go back here because they're all on my phone. So it's like,
so you got to upload them from your phone and then
Messenger,
and then download from the PC.
Back to,
Yep.
I've made my choice.
One of these days you should drop in when we're playing this Gloomhaven. You'd really like it for sure. Like there's really no doubt about that at all.
Yeah, I fucking should.
Ben and Sako were talking about how it reminds them of Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite games too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Let's load in, okay.
All right, I'm back. If everyone else is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Yeah, we'll give
work
some
on it
time.
tonight, anyways. But I'm ready once everybody else is back.
So,
Oh, you
Jeremy,
bought one of those $300 giant skeletons?
I got a discount on it. You should. So the video, one video shows my.
I will
front
buy it
yard,
off you.
and one video shows the backyard, and then
Oh, I didn't see the videos. Let me
I have
scroll up.
a lot of pictures that are from inside, but everything was decked out. Inside was decked out. Outside was decked out. Oh shit! This makes it way easier than this.
Nice job.
See if I can find any pictures from the inside. We had a bunch of skeletons dressed like pirates.
Were you Hobo Thor?
I
Like
was
the Thor from-
no,
That's
Thor
pretty
from
good,
the
dude.
new one.
Yeah, the new one. Yeah, where he's like I don't know, all shaggy and
Oh, they call
Hobo-y.
him Fat Thor or something.
Fat Thor was from the previous movie.
Yeah, no, this was like where he's a hobo. Like, well, he's a hippie. Hippie's what I'm looking for, not hobo. At the beginning of the third movie, he's like
he was fat in
he's
the second. It was the second Thanos movie. So in the second Thanos movie, he started because they had already but basically half the world had been destroyed in Thanos when he left. On the first one, he's like, "You should have gone for the head," and then he snaps his fingers, and then half of existence is knocked out.
But in this one, he's like a Buddhist. He's like the beginning of the movie. He's like a Buddhist monk, kind of, with a long shaggy beard and shaggy hair, and wearing the like long kind of almost beaded robes and shit.
Yeah. Yes, because he got into depression. He was like playing video games and he got all fat.
You ever want to get rid of that big boy standing back there, you let me know.
I don't know. I'm a fan of
I will buy that.
Halloween stuff.
Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it? You went through the Home Depot route or a third party?
A buddy of mine bought 2 because he didn't think one of them was going to come through. And then one of them actually came through, and he was like, "Oh, well, I'll return the other one." And they were like, "No, you don't get it."
No, you keep it.
This is just bought it, so I bought it from him for less.
Now what you got to do is go ahead and turn the skeleton around, put it up against the house, and have the skeleton putting Christmas lights up. And then for Halloween, put a big red hat on it with a big heart out front.
I'll be honest,
it will be there all year round. Don't mess around.
Kind of thought about it. Like, it's
using it for other holidays.
Fun thing.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to tell you about the rocket backpack you put on that thing on July 4th.
Yeah. Just cover them with sparklers. I actually took him down just today. The shield and the little kind of Buster Sword looking thing, I just made that out of the cardboard it came in because it came in a box the size of a Mini Cooper.
Jeez. Is the arms on that thing very rigid, meaning you could hold a lot of weight in a hand?
No.
Oh.
It'll bend at the elbow joint real bad.
Gotcha. Because I actually have a full-sized Buster Sword, and I was just going to say you could use that if you want.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think it would be big enough. That Buster Sword that you see in there right now, it is about 8 feet tall. It is from floor to ceiling right behind me in my office.
Holy smoke.
You don't realize, I think, how big a 12-foot skeleton really is. The head of that thing is the size of my stomach, chest, torso area. It's dumb. The pictures do not give it, don't quite give it justice.
Yeah.
I basically go up to its, that sword at an angle is as tall as me.
I've got megalophobia, so this would cure that or end me. Either way, it's a win-win.
No, that's cool. I wouldn't. So basically, I got it cheap. I got it $150 plus I paid him $50 to deliver it to me because I don't have a vehicle that could hold it. It is now all of its arms and legs and parts are shoved inside its torso. Its head is inside its pelvis, and they're taking up 1.5 of my shelves in my garage. I was pretty impressed with how small I got it down, to be honest.
That is fantastic.
Did you get like a Joe Dirt wig or something? Not Joe Dirt. What's
it's actually a really
Joe
good
Exotic?
wig. Some people thought this was my real hair.
I mean, it looks. If I didn't know better, if I didn't know you, it does look like real hair from the picture, sure.
Works.
But yeah.
What I do. Next year, I think I'm going to go as the hormone monster from
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth, yeah. Mostly because I just like doing the voice. Oh yeah. Put some peanut butter on that asshole. Fantastic. I have no pictures of the inside of the house. There's crazy shit all over the place. We had a costume contest at midnight for different sexiest costume, scariest, overall best, etc., etc. So let's see. That was last weekend, and then we went to Hangtown Music Festival in Nevada City the weekend before, which was 4 days, and that was awesome. We decided to come up with our code term for drugs was pie, because I didn't want to tell all of my friends about how much pie I'd been eating all weekend. But like, there was literally like a tent to tent pie salesman, and he had all kinds of pie. And he just come
Like
around.
actual pie?
He was the nicest. Did you miss the first part of this conversation?
No. I'm
Pie
saying,
is code.
are you? Yes, I got that.
No,
What I'm
pie
saying is,
code.
okay. I wasn't sure if the confusion was
So,
that there was a
we gotta
person
remember.
actually selling pie and
Okay,
ruining
pie.
it.
So this dude though, like such a nice, like clean cut looking like person would come up and be like, "Hey, how's it going? My name's Bradley. I just want to say hi. Looks like you guys are having fun. Just want to let you know I got a bunch of different kinds of pie. If you guys would prefer any pie, this is the prices of my pie.
It sounds like a way too organized and businessy.
Oh, super! Yeah, he was like, and no pressure. I'll be around all day. Come look for me, find me if you want any pie later tomorrow. I'll be around. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And like, just the nicest pie salesman I've ever met in my
And this
entire
QR
life.
code for our rewards program.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, the nicest pie salesman. I almost wanted to just like buy something just because I was like, all right, man, shit, I like your hustle, because I've met plenty of pie salesmen in my day where I'm like, I don't know if I trust this street pie. Do I want to do pie that I bought from a stranger? I don't know if I want to eat pie from a stranger.
You don't know what kind of kitchen that was cooked in.
Pie. Yeah, I don't know if they're up to code.
These are OSHA violating pie.
Yeah, what if there's is there brown sugar in this pie? I'm not positive. Do we have a pie test kit? So
anybody got to need an arcade in case this pie is really bad?
yeah. So, but it was really fun. Like, ate a bunch of pie, listened to a bunch of really good music. It was like fair food status, but like the prices weren't that bad. Like $8 for a personal pizza that was actually like good enough to. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Like I can live with these prices. So we camped there, and then I actually had to ditch out for like 6 hours to go to Austin's, not wedding, but he had like a wedding reception like a month and a half after his wedding, which was strange, but they just wanted to do it, and that was
Did they just not have a regular reception? This is what they wanted to do?
They got married in Mexico with like only like 15, 16 people, and then Austin's mom, apparently Austin's fucking loaded, and I had no idea. Austin mom wanted a huge thing, so she threw another reception at their boat, the Sacramento Yacht Club, because they're members there, of course, and off the fucking hook, and slightly racist, he married into a Spanish family, a Mexican family, fun people. I've met a lot of them so far. But she like hired a mariachi band, and I was trying to decide like if that conversation went down in a socially acceptable
She's Mexican,
manner.
So she must like mariachi.
Yeah. Like, do you think she asked, or was like, "Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. We got a mariachi band, we got a taco bar." I wonder if Austin's wife, her name's Celine, if she's just like, cool.
She was involved in the decision making. Yeah,
or if it just was sprung on him, because it was like she just really wanted to throw Austin this big party at the yacht club. So it was slightly weird and racist, but it was cool. I was still feeling some affection from eating so much pie, so it was fun. And let's see, the weekend after that we went camping, and I'll be honest, I think I like camping with like 6 to 8 just friends more than 500 random strangers. I don't.
Wait, really? No way.
I don't make friends with party people easily. Like, it's too much go, and it's just hard to like Leah's like, oh, I loved it. We met like 20 people. I'm like, yeah, I don't know a single fucking thing about any person.
Yeah, that's a negative. That's not positive. There's no way. So camping, the number, the higher the number of people, the less fun it can be. Period. There's no way that camping with 500 people would be fun at all.
Dude, it was the Nevada City Fairgrounds. Massive. I mean, beautiful venue, by the way. Like, what a cool spot. Packed.
I don't know that I've been out to the Nevada City one.
Fucking huge and packed. It was more than 500 people. It was probably closer to like 1,600 people. Tents, wall to wall tents, like everywhere. We got a pretty good spot, but like, I can't believe how many people were there. It was boggling my mind.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's because they're all so fucking into this kind of like hippy dippy. It felt like a lot of like LA type, like just rich kids, but they don't shower type people.
Yeah.
There were 2 girls that were chit chatting in our camp. Let me put it this way: I met 30 women between the ages of 22 and 32 that I would not be able to tell apart if you held a fucking gun to my head.
Yeah.
Blonde, athletic, that kind of half curl hair, shoulder length, a little past, all wearing the same kind of hippie
leggings,
type outfit, Uggs type it. Like,
Yep.
And they're all nice enough, but like I have no idea. They all were exactly the same to me, indistinguishable.
Yeah.
And there were these some of them would just talk like this.
Oh, the upspeak.
And back and forth. And this one girl, she would come to our tent and she'd just hang out and be like, what do you do? And I'm like, I can't talk to you. You speak so slowly and without purpose that I can't handle it. Yeah, there you go. But all like more hippy dippy out. It was the music was really cool. Leah loved it. I'll go again next year for her, but probably not my scene.
Yeah.
And then what was that? I think I missed a weekend before that, which was something else, but I can't remember what it was.
It was the 8th was the last time we played, so 15, 22, and 29.
Yeah, something else was on that weekend.
Fox, you back?
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
I just didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if Jeremy was still doing work stuff too.
Yeah, no, I finished up just a minute ago, so cool. I actually did the next stage of it because Ben and Becky weren't back yet. So, all right. So, go ahead.
One quick thing: he's also supposed to take an additional 2d8 force damage because he's not originally from this plane.
From what ability?
From the amulet.
Oh.
So anytime I inflict damage or harm a creature not native to the plane you currently occupy, you inflict an additional 2d8 damage.
Okay. Well, good to know. Keep that in mind. Go ahead and roll that. I also forgot something that he was supposed to be rolling specifically with his location now is a bigger issue than where he was previously. So I don't want to roll it back only because it would cause a significant retcon there of having to roll back a whole round essentially. But he also has this. So Ben, I'm gonna apply it to you for this turn. But this upcoming turn, same for Arteme if it comes up. But he has that ability too, so keep that in mind. That any creature that starts their turn within 5 feet of it take 4d8 slashing damage. So I'm not gonna.
Damn, no
I'm not
save
gonna
or nothing.
Yeah, just flat out if you're within 5 feet of him. So I'm not gonna retroactively apply it for any previous rounds, but starting from this round basically, which would be obviously Norok and Arteme are within 5 feet. But it is his turn. He is going to. Probably do this for his bonus action. The chest area right beneath the lens there, you see it kind of open up, and Nora can see this. He's probably the only one that's close enough. You see a small kind of roiling black ball that is absorbing light surrounding it, and within 60 feet, make a DC 18 Dex save. Everybody.
Oh, poor Missy's gonna fucking die.
For who?
Nissy?
Oh, well, this part is not damage, yeah. At least not potentially, depending on if you're...
That was a dex save, right?
Yeah, DC 18 dex save. Alright, so... No, even with advantage, Ben?
I'll use my ring.
Okay.
I can't roll with this shit.
Yeah, this is like, literally, I was looking forward to this so that Ben would get to actually do some combat and get to beat something up, and then he rolls like garbage all night.
Well, I'm still swinging at least, it's just not going anywhere.
Yeah. So get to try to hit things, just doesn't actually impact. All right. So anybody that was under an 18, then this is the impact here. I didn't roll for Nissy yet. Dex save. If I can click the right thing. Nope, wrong thing.
So Nissy's just like pulled into the wall.
Yep, she is yanked into the wall and smashed into the wall. You were pulled forward and knocked prone. The problem is that Pogo is on the stairs and yanked into the
I
into
passed.
the banister.
I got 26.
Oh, you passed. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Never mind then. All right, so yeah, she fails as well, but she's just yanked into the wall.
Would I be there or in this pillar?
I mean, you would impact anything. It doesn't pull you around objects, so anything that would be directly within, you'd actually probably hit the corner of this table first.
Yeah, I was up in the corner, so fine.
Yeah. Oops, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to move you there. and knocked
You're
prone.
right.
So you just
Really, I just moved 5 feet to the right then.
you're just that's the thing is that you're moved closer, and now the reason that that's important is because when your turns come up, you get the whirling blades, which
So
will.
do I stop here, or am I pulled the rest of the way?
You'd be
Ground.
one more. Roll a percentile dice. We'll do 50. Above is stuck at the table, and below would be pulled past it. All right, you are now within range as well. So all of you are now within range for when your turns come up for his whirling blades, and then he's going to do his regular arm blade swings at Norok. 2 of those. Norok is no longer restrained, so they're not at advantage. The first one misses. Second one misses. Jeez, he's rolling garbage too. All right, that is it for his turn. Nissy is still outside. You hear her well, actually, never mind. You guys are inside the silence, except for Pogo. Pogo, you hear her squeal a little bit as she.
Oh, I don't hear
are
shit. They're in a
against the
cone
wall.
of silence.
No, she's outside. She's outside the window.
Got it.
So you hear her squealing from being yanked into the wall. Her and her monitor lizard. It is your turn. What are you doing?
Sorry, I've lost. Oh. Am I on like a different map or something?
Yeah, you're down. You're on the second floor.
Oh,
Just go down. You'll see the purple light.
There it is. Alright, I will finish my stroll. 5, 10, 15, 20. So from here, I should be able to look over and probably see pretty much everything that's happening.
Yeah, you can look down and see Norok and the automaton fighting in front of that
Alright,
skeleton statue.
Fighting.
You probably have at least one more square, maybe 2 more, since you moved diagonally in a couple of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and... Man, having concentration up for this spell is really shit.
It's been kind of clutch, though. You guys definitely would have made enough noise by now.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see, 30. Never mind. That wouldn't work. They couldn't hear that. Okay. I'm going to redo my Toll the Dead on the same creature.
Okay. Yeah, you can still see it from there.
18 save for wisdom. Sorry, guys. I don't have a lot of options for this right
now. 16 still fails.
Fail. Cool. Having no knowledge that they'd be like not the 21. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'll take that shit.
All right, he is past bloody now too.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and do a little interpretive dance for Norok so that he can see me, and I'm going to give him bardic inspiration. Make sure he doesn't have to hear me.
Need it.
No, he's got to hear me. That doesn't work. Just kidding.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that
he's gonna
sucks.
hear- That's the thing. Is like
Yeah.
a lot of my spells are like a creature that can hear you. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna fucking.
And you're the one that has to have
They're-
silence up
they
too, so
either-
you're screwed on both ends. Yeah.
It's just it is what it is, guys. We'll figure it out.
They can't
So I will not do. Is there anyone outside the cone of silence? Or are they all?
No, they're all inside of it. Well, Nissy, but yeah, she's the
No.
only one.
Should be fine. I'm not-
Yep, everybody else is inside of it.
all right.
Would have been good because he definitely needed the the extra
Yeah.
bonus to his rolls, but
It's because he's rolling like hot. Boo.
yep.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I will bring up Spiritual Banjo.
Okay.
Right next to Dudeser,
All right.
and
put
I'm
it on
going
there for
to
you.
have it attack. It's right at the south side of him.
Okay.
Attack roll. And I'm guessing that hits.
What was the roll? Yeah, 26 definitely hits. Yep.
Damn!
All right.
Not a lot of damage, but
Still something.
28 total, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. That brings us to Bubbles. Nazim, is Bubbles doing anything?
Nah, Bubbles is just going to hang out. It's going to prepare for the Kool-Aid
Okay.
Man entrance.
He is in the lights, though, so keep that in mind. That anybody, he's in the back entrance. He's not visible from the street or anything. But anybody walking by is going to see a giant undead rat ogre standing at the door.
Is there a darker area back in the alleyway?
You can move him back, kind of closer to the office where he was. Yeah, over there. Yeah, where you had him, he's just directly under. Well, in front of the door is just directly under the lights. But yeah, that's fine. He can kind of try to blend into the tree. Yeah, I mean that at least he'd be kind of obscured by the tree a little bit too. So that will do.
Well, big red man obscured.
All right, that'll bring us to Norak. What you doing, Holmes?
All right. Maybe I can hit him this time. We'll see.
You do have +2 now with the banjo there.
Okay, sweet. Do I have to click anything for that, or we'll just add it?
We'll add it manually.
Yeah, okay. Alright. And I will use Reckless Attack for advantage.
Alright, 22, that'll hit.
Yay, finally.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. Good hit. Second attack.
Okay.
Uh, 25, that'll hit too.
Fucking finally.
Yeah.
I know, huh? Yay.
And as the second swing impacts the kind of shoulder plate over this automaton, you see the glowing, beating heart in the hilt begin to pulse.
Alright, see if
19.
I can hit him one more time.
Okay. And now he's at like 20%. So after finally getting some hits in, you are using the third. You're using the swing from the.
Yeah,
okay.
please.
All right, so the light goes back out. Then go ahead and roll the damage.
All right.
All right. Well, I mean, he's not dead, but he went from just like over bloodied. He was probably at 60-ish% down to single digits now. So that was a good round for sure.
Yeah, get my revenge.
Yep, finally. All right, Sarah, so hacking away at him, he's beginning to, like, you've knocked away enough plates that you can see the inner working gears, like, beneath where the plates would normally be, and just, jabbing a pencil in it in this point might be enough to stop it, just because the gears would no longer be able to whir and spin and so on. He definitely looks badly damaged at this point, so, Sarah, oh, sorry, I forgot to apply that. Whirling Blades to Norak was the first, and then it's going to be Sarah. And if it hits Nazim and Arteme, it's going to interrupt them. So just keep that in mind. Thankfully, he's low enough now that it's probably not too big of an issue. But was that Saka?
Oh no, I was about to say if it hits me, I'm going to use a reaction.
Okay.
So was that
I got cutting words too.
Okay.
You guys.
Ben, 19 damage cut into 10.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't even matter.
Okay.
they're fucking. It doesn't. You don't get.
These aren't. Yeah, this isn't even an attack. Yeah, this is just if you start within 5 feet.
So.
Yeah, so 10 damage to Ben. 11 damage to Becky, and Becky, that does mean a Yep. Now it's a DC 10.
It's a saving throw, right?
Yeah, DC 10 con save.
Come on, you mother.
Wow.
I don't have any things left.
Nobody has anything to keep haste up to let her reroll.
I could do. I can't.
Not with that.
AC
it's not an actual attack roll or anything, and AC doesn't matter either.
Nope.
Shoot, my cloak's only for me. I can't use
And
it for anybody else.
no, this would be a reroll. Like she would need a reroll because she already made the con save.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Then in that case, haste falls.
Haste is gone. Arteme doesn't get a turn next round.
And this turn right now there are 27 seconds left during this turn, and she's down to 3 moves from now, which means it's going to be very tight for you guys to be able to make it.
Well, if they get attacked right now, so Arteme is within 5 feet. If they get attacked off this thing, do they start over?
Yeah, Arteme. If Arteme gets pushed away, yeah.
Okay.
Which I don't think would even be possible at that point, especially not with 3 moves, because there isn't that much room. If he gets stopped before then and she doesn't get hit, it's still possible. It would be really close if no other interruptions happen.
So I'll ask everyone: do you guys want me to start wailing on this fool or jump back on? Because I could help take this guy down. I mean, obviously we're gonna skip a turn on our map thing.
So I think because it's not action based, it's not really action or movement. Becky, click haste for me real quick. I want to see what the wording is on it because it's not. If it's not specifically, lose a. It's not lose a turn. It's like lose.
Answer the target can't move or take actions until the next turn.
This is. I'm gonna say this is more of a mental thing anyway. I'm gonna say that the loss of actions is not gonna matter except if that's what Arteme chose to do. So if Arteme stepped away or got knocked away, she would not have movement or actions. But I'm gonna say that it won't cost her, her turn inside of the bypass. I think that's fair. Since it's specifically the
Inception
movement
rules.
is. Yeah, it's more of a mental thing. Obviously, she's not physically moving, and therefore it's not really a physical action or a physical movement that needs to happen. So I'm gonna say the haste downside isn't going to impact her unless Fox, you choose to try to step away or act, and then of course you would not be able to.
I'm not going to step away from it.
All right.
Okay. In that case, I am going to Misty step away.
Okay. If you click anywhere inside of that green circle, it'll do it for you.
What? Oh, what'd I do? I don't see.
You clicked it. It's really dim and it's kind of far away from you. If you zoom out a little bit, you'll see this very thin green circle. It's all 30 feet. As long as you click anywhere within there, it'll automatically do it.
Okay. Question is, do I haste Arteme again to give her more movement, or they should be okay with the movement that they have in their stuff for the turns we have left, right?
So I'm gonna be honest, we wouldn't really know what the fuck's going on with them. So I would say you'd want to just get this thing deaded.
I would say that that's really the thing is you have now seen that being close to it is a big risk because both you and Norok took damage from it, from the whirling blades.
I would
and
think
you're going to see that both. Yeah, but you're going to see that both Nazim and Arteme are going to be interrupted by that. You don't necessarily know how far they are along, but you would know that they're going to be, that's going to be a problem if they get hit by that.
I feel like we would just know it's important, and we wouldn't want them to get fucked up from what they're doing. I feel like that's all we would know.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go over there, and I am going to cast. Oh, what do I want to cast? No, I don't want to do that.
Did you also have to get out of the cone of silence because you have to actually say stuff? That's why I was staying the fuck away.
I have like 3 spells that
aren't
require verbal.
Yeah.
And they all
No, this is Norok's show here, man. Like I was like, this is. I thought
Honestly, I
would be done by now.
I even texted him this morning. I was like, I'm looking forward to Norok actually getting to hit some things because I knew you guys were going to have to silence because the alarm was going to go off, and that Ben, getting to fight robots in a fucking silence cone sounds like fun, and then he rolls rest all night. So
I am going to cast. Fuck it, it'll be 3. It's worth a shot. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So
DC 17 coming up. He fails.
great.
So as long as you roll more than a 9, he's at single-digit hit points. All right, that is enough. He had 9 hit points left.
Those should have been D12s. I forgot.
Doesn't matter.
It's still fine. Yeah, it would have been enough either way. So he had 9 hit points left. The tolling obviously is not audible to anyone except for the face inside of the crystal. Norok, you see the clearly pained expression as this thing is kind of looking around in all directions, trying to figure out where this is coming from. And then there is a crack across the face of the crystal, and it shatters. And the automaton freezes still in place, the kind of chunks of crystal landing at the floor, again silently. Norok looking kind of past him, and actually Pogo from up on top of the shelf. I have actually Pogo and Sarah both knowing that the previous knob had popped free once one of them had been deactivated. You similarly see the green light disappear from another of the knobs, and the knob kind of pop up out of the table a little bit. Is that it for your turn, Sarah?
Well, it's dead, so 10, 15. Can I sneak 20, 25, 30? I'm gonna go over here, and as I'm passing by, just reach my hand up and grab the other thing that popped out.
Okay, sure. All right, so you pull the second of there's still 10 that are active and still green. No other red lights flashing though, so it doesn't appear that anybody has noticed so far. But there are, like I said, 27 seconds left before the alarm goes off. Again, nobody else knows that except for Arteme and Nazim inside of the thing. So we will hop over there real quick. Jump over to that map. Here we go. All right. So Nazim and Arteme. You have you have three movement.
Fun story, by the way. My mind
right.
violently remembered exactly where that person is.
Violently, huh?
Like my mind would not
Right.
stop remembering
Down.
exactly where Arteme ended on this map.
Really?
Okay.
Nice. Are you using? Okay, so you're using the point of reference being the purple. Well, I guess you get. Never mind. You can see the maze. So yeah.
All right.
Once we're done, I'll show you
folks.
what it looks like for them too, just so you get to see it.
Okay. So where am I going?
Okay, so from where you're currently standing,
Hmm?
I need you to go down 2, right 2.
Hang on, she only gets 3 moves now.
Oh shoot. Okay, down 2, right 1.
Okay.
All right. Now thinking this through, plan ahead a little bit there, Sako, because you just to realize that you have 3 turns safely left. 4. It's good. Like basically, if you don't get on the 4th one, the alarm goes off.
1.
Like during the 4th turn.
Okay, down 2. So 1, 2. So I'll just need 2 turns then from here on out, and we have 2 turns left.
No.
You'll need all.
You want to count
3.
again? If she doesn't have haste,
Otherwise, it'll
Yeah.
be.
So I see
whenever
where
I
she's
want.
standing now. So it is 1, 2, 3. That's 1 move. 1, 2.
she has to
3.
land on the purple.
Shoot.
Yeah,
That's 3 moves.
Yeah.
And do we have 3 moves left?
We got 2.
you do. You have 3. The 4th one, it will go off if she's not on there by the third. On the 3rd one.
Okay, so we absolutely, positively must.
Yeah, you
keep
don't
her on
have
this
any.
thing.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have any room left for. Not that you were gonna make mistakes, but you don't have any room for mistakes. Is what I'm saying. All right, we will hop
Copy that.
back. So keep that in mind. Silence is still up. That is Nazim and Arteme. Nazim and Arteme, you guys. I mean, you're able to speak. You're just not able to actually hear the rest of the group or anything. So if there's anything you wanted to say out loud to the group, you guys can do so. You just can't hear anybody else outside. Never mind. Actually, you wouldn't be able to speak audibly because in silence. Yeah,
We're in
never mind.
silence, yeah.
Yep. All right. Nissi kind of peeking up over the window. Is it dead? It looks like it's not moving. Did you kill it?
And no one can hear because we're all in silence.
That's true. Well, Pogo could hear up from the shelf there, above, but that's it. And that is it for her turn. What you do, Pogo?
Pogo is going to look around up here. Do I see any danger up on the 2nd floor? I will.
You do not. You can tell, obviously, the one that you saw that came downstairs came from here. There, yeah, you don't see anything else moving from up there. There are doors. There's stairs directly to the north of you that go back down to the corner where Sarah is. There's a door directly to the east of you, and there's another door that's north and east of you.
I'm going to I'm not going to shine the light out. I'm going to kind of hide the lights down, but I'm going to look out the window to the south,
Okay.
more towards the building that we're going to. Do I see anything outside there?
Looking south and to the east a little ways, you see the top of something that is moving, and then it's just kind of slowly swaying in place. And then with just the little bit of light that's coming from the street lamps there, you can tell that is the top of Bubble's head as he's trying to hide inside of a tree.
Okay.
That's it.
I will go ahead and move my spiritual banjo towards the door.
Okay.
And I'm going to join real quick. This is just more for Justin's memory. We want to make this not look. Ultimately, it would have been nice to make it look like we weren't even here and got this information and got out. But secondarily, we don't want to cause damage, and they don't want us to. Where did we land on trying to make this look like a general robbery for other stuff? Did we land that that was good? Like if I try to poke around and steal stuff here, that it might look better for our cause or worse?
Oh man,
Is this?
Are you looking for justification?
No,
Justin
I
is
just
hoping
can't
that I can
remember.
get to.
I thought the whole thing was we were supposed to make it look like we weren't going for the information we were going for.
Okay, in that case, then I will look around here. I'm seeing no threat. I would like
If
to use
there's
my
anything
turn
you
to
could steal,
see if there's anything that looks valuable, and more importantly, less secure.
meaning you wouldn't set off
I
an
don't
alarm.
want to
if
set
you
off
break
an alarm
something.
by opening a case or
Sure.
anything. Something that's like maybe they assumed because of the external security that this doesn't have to be quite as well secure.
Sure. Okay. All around you, as you can see them on the map there as well, but all around you are these little kind of dais tables that have various things that clearly are valuable in some way, whether or not they're valuable to you, like they may just be historical artifacts of some sort, you don't know. But right behind you is a table that is full of glass vials of varying types. You gather these are probably of some potential use beyond just historical import. There's another table that's right beside that is a very important and potentially magical, you don't know, hammer. Not a weapon hammer, but like a tool hammer on the table beside that. So those two that you're between, basically one's covered in vials of different varying colors and designs, and another has a hammer.
I'm gonna grab a few vials, and I'm going to fuck it. I'm gonna grab the hammer too. Just grab the vials and the hammer. Oh well,
Okay.
Can I do a quick check to see? Do they look like? Well,
They don't look like they're secured at all. They're
Secured,
sitting on top of the tables. Yeah, there's
yep,
nothing.
I'm gonna grab a few vials. I'm gonna grab the hammer.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shove them in my back. I'm not even gonna look at them. I'm just gonna shove them in my pack, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna go ahead and how tall up is this second story?
It goes up another 10 feet before the ceiling starts to vault, and then that vault goes up another probably 6 or 8 feet to a big glass, like a giant.
Oh no, I mean how far? Like if I were to just jump.
Oh,
off
to jump
the
down?
railing?
10 feet.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go over the railing, just pop down, grab it with my hands, and then just kind of like
Hang
fall
a little
down
bit and fall?
to hang
Sure.
a little bit, and then fall down from it.
All right. I'll say that's below your passive easily with your acrobatic score. So
I still want to see that.
sure.
All right,
As long as it's not a natural one, sure.
That's the thing is, I feel like it's. I should always roll for see if I get a sprained ankle or not.
Sure. All right, let me drag you back over there real quick.
And that is my turn.
All right, that brings us to Bubbles. There we go.
Bubbles will just stay out of sight, out of mind for now, waiting for chaos.
All right, that brings us to Nork then.
Right. I'm going to, since he's not moving anymore, I'm still going to, if I can, move the robot over to right below me, so that way it's not next to Nazim, in case it gets tipped over and hits him or something stupid like that.
Smart.
So I'm fucking moving that robot.
Well, if it comes back
Right.
to life because we don't really know what the
Yeah,
fuck
that's
we're
what I'm
doing.
thinking too. Norak don't trust this shit. So
Like there or like here? Where are you moving him?
yeah, actually, I'll move him up a couple spaces. Like I'll go up here and bring
And
him
then
with
pull
me.
him along with you? Okay.
Yeah, so he'll be right below me if that's all right.
Okay.
And I'm also going to keep an eye on the stairs and see if anything's moving from coming
Sure.
up those stairs to the north of me.
Yeah, Pogo, you did drop down into the silence area, so
Mm-hmm.
you can't really tell him what you found up there. But you do pull him along, G. He's like damaged to the point where there's no way you can't hide. You can't just put him back together. Plus, the chunks of the crystal are all over the floor. So if you were going to try to keep this from looking like it was broken into and smash this guy up, or that he just disappeared or something, you'd have to get rid of him altogether. There's no way that you can kind of fix him to not look like he was damaged.
Legs disabled.
I'm leg disabled. All right. That if your turn then, G?
Yeah.
All right, Sarah?
Right. Oh, I forgot to put my shadow skin effect on. There we go.
Oh, for your AC? Yeah.
So, I'm just having. I'm gonna communicate with Noctu. I'm gonna have her perch in a tree, like out in the front, and just keep an eye out for like any city guards that might be coming our way,
Okay.
or anything like that. And then
It might have snapped your
Arme-
camera over. I put her outside.
Arteme and Nazim seem like they're doing okay, right?
As far as you can tell, they haven't said anything or, flagged you at you or anything like that.
Okay, then. Oh, hang on, there we go. I'm just going to make my way 20, 25, 30 out here and just kind of listen for anything that might be coming down this hallway. Like listening for big clunking steps.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Oh, God. Okay.
You know what? Actually, based on shit. No, definitely not from there. All right.
Okay.
No, you don't. You don't hear any.
That is my turn. I'm just kind of. They look okay, so I'm just waiting for something to come through this door.
All right. That brings us to Arteme and Nazim. We'll jump back over real quick. Give it a second for everybody to get the map loaded. I tried to keep this map small and simple so that it wouldn't, if we did jump back and forth, that it wouldn't be, taking forever. So looks like it's working. All right, go ahead.
Okay, from where you are currently standing, you move 3. So right 1, and down, and down 2.
Okay.
All right. Okay, we will leave it there. Everybody's jumping back. All right, and oh shit, I closed the combat tracker. Whoops. All right, that brings us to. They're all gone. That brings us to Nissi. She starts to clamber over. The rest of you see this, of course, so that is silent because she's making her way inside the into the room. She clambers up and over with glitters, and realizing that this is silenced, she starts trying to make her way out of the bubble, and that's it. Go. You muted, Justin?
I don't think is he back yet?
He said he was stepping away. He
Oh.
hit the little button.
Oh shit, I didn't see it 3 minutes ago. Yep. All right, we'll come back to him. Sokko's bubbles doing anything?
I know he's just waiting.
All right, Norok.
Thinking of what you brought up, Norok's going to actually start moving this dummy outside. So I'm
Okay.
going to drag him with me out the window, and
Go bury him.
yep,
No, you'll notice a giant mechanical man sticking up out of the dirt.
scoot out this way, and so make my way out there and put him out there, and I don't know, grab a bunch of branches or something that's not conspicuous at all, and
Okay.
lay it over him,
All right.
Nobody's even going to notice that, of course. So.
Okay. All right. Then I'll say that. I mean, that's that's not something you need to roll for really for the attempt, but let's say for the purposes of camouflaging,
Survival.
maybe survival. I think is probably the best. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Back.
All right. It'll be your turn here in a second. I just had Norok go since you were AFK.
Norok lives in the wilderness. He should be good at survival, right?
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So go ahead and survival check with advantage. Yeah, for hiding a mechanical body.
Yes.
All right. Okay. You very carefully, grabbing twigs and branches and things like that to try to, keep from drawing the attention of neighbors and so on. Try to disguise the body. You feel like you've done a decent enough job. There's no
Pull it out the window?
Yeah, he pulled the
Love it.
the robot out the window and then tries to hide it, out in the grassy area beside the mansion. You don't leave any places where the mechanical metal plates are reflecting the starlight or anything of that sort. So you feel like you've done a decent enough job. It'll definitely be visible at some point, but who knows how long it'll take before they notice it. All right, Pogo, your turn.
Okay, he's pulling that. I've already moved my guy next to the door. I'm going to go ahead and move back to the door.
Okay.
Pointing the lantern away from the door. Do I see any purple light coming from around the edges of the door?
Yeah, you would. I would say this would be below your passive even. That the automaton that you saw in the hallway
in that
is
direction.
definitely pointed this direction. Yeah.
All right, I am going to. Let's see. What's it? 5, 10, 15. I'm going to back up. Shit, I might as well use my bonus. I'm not planning on. Actually, no, I won't. I'll back up to about here.
Okay.
And since they might be able to see through walls, I'll move my banjo back a little bit.
Okay.
And I am going
They
to
see
use
magical auras, is what you know. So
yeah,
your banjo
I'm going
would
to
potentially do that. Yeah.
use my bonus action again to cast Bardic Inspiration on. Oh no, I didn't do it on Norak because he wouldn't.
Correct. Yeah, you didn't.
Who's not in the fucking thing?
Sarah and Missy right now. And Norak isn't either, but he's on the other side of it, so you couldn't cast it through.
Yeah,
and also they got to hear me, so I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna lean down. Well, not lean down. I guess she's right fucking next to me. All right, Sarah. I want you to know that no matter what everyone else thinks, I still think that you're a great person.
Wait, what?
Good luck. And then I'm just gonna give her Bardic Inspiration.
Except it's
little pat.
Wait, what?
She's in her shadow form, so she's all evil sounding. All right.
So,
Bardic Inspiration. Okay.
There you go. So you've got.
Hang on. That's a D12 now, isn't it? Yeah. I need to update that because that still says a D10.
It's okay.
In the
I can
text.
actually update it right now if I've got the.
Yeah, go ahead.
For it.
I think you do.
I think I do too.
All right.
So you have a D12 to add to whatever you want.
That brings us to Sarah.
Alrighty. Okay, so I'm assuming Pogo let me know that it's on the other side of the door, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's
backed
coming
up,
this
and
way?
I would have. I was also going to do that. Sorry, my bad. I was going to let everyone know that there's another one over that side.
And I also know it can see magical auras, so it would see my shadow skin, yes?
Well, within certain range, yes. It's not sight range. It's 30 feet. So you don't know where he is right now, but you do know that that it's 30 feet for magical auras. Which actually I should probably check.
10, 15.
You guys are real close. As soon as he gets a chance to move again, he's going to be able to, because he's right now. You guys are like 40-ish. Not that you know that, but
yeah, we would know.
15.
The good news is these things seem like they're made to try to kill us as opposed to triggering the alarm. I thought they would just be a walking siren. So their primary goal is restraint. That's what that web of light thing is supposed to be. It was to restrain you and drag. Well, it dragged Ben a little bit, but to incapacitate.
15, 20, 25. Why wouldn't let me go on one? Come on. 30. I'm going up over here.
Okay.
Oh shit, is that a window?
Where? Yeah.
Because I can see the automaton now.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yep. So that's.
If I can see him, he can see me, right?
Yeah. So. He actually was not aware that you guys were in there. You guys managed to keep all the noise basically inside the bubble, but now he does see Sarah walking, a small shadowy form walking on the other side. So you guys probably aren't seeing this, but Sarah walked in front of a window that looks out over like a little pond area, and there's another window in the hallway that the automaton is walking through. He does
I gotta ask,
immediately.
Though, is this because that is a hard spot in the dark?
And it's dark, and I'm
so does he at least have to roll?
You're extra dark. That's true. There is no light in that room, and you are surrounded.
Windows.
It's not even just darkness. Like literally, it's shadow. It's shadow skin. It's just already in a shadowy room. I'm going to say that he has an extremely low perception chance to see you. If he was within range, he would definitely see the aura, and he wouldn't need to physically see you.
I was hoping to get out of his range.
That's totally fair. That's absolutely a fair shot here. So we'll give a very. He does have advantage on proficiency rather in perception, but we're going to call it a DC 20 for him to see you on a normal DC 20 with disadvantage because you are shadow in shadow, which means spotting you is supposed to be disadvantage anyway. So yeah, he definitely does not. So
okay, then I'm going to duck down and I'm going to drop my shadow skin just in case I haven't made it far enough out.
Okay.
You
have other things on you that are magical auras.
He's going to see us no matter what. You should just leave it up.
Yeah.
I think we know that now.
If he gets within 30 feet, he's going to see, the auras for your items and things like that too.
Because I can't tell if I'm at the 30 square or the 35 square from the door. Yeah, okay. But no, I still have an action, so I will dash.
Okay.
But up over here. But I'm crouching down, so I'm trying to stay below window level.
Up on the windowsill, sure. Alright.
Yeah. Alright, that's
Alright, that will work.
Yeah, I will message Pogo and let him know exactly where the automaton is.
Message or walkie-talkie?
Message, because it's a whisper.
Okay. Walkie-talkie, you can still technically whisper into it too, but that's fine.
Okay. Would everybody else hear it? If I use the walkie-talkie, even the ones
not-
in silence?
No, the ones in silence would not, because they would still have to be able to hear it. Remember, it's not magical in that
It would
case.
work
Whisper
in their
is.
brain holes, though.
Whisper would. Walkie-talkies would not. Walkie-talkies, you still have to actually hear it.
Okay, well then I will use the walkie-talkies to let... So that way Norok also knows that there's
Okay.
one coming.
Okay. You definitely would know that he didn't. You're pretty sure that he didn't see you because he didn't turn in your direction or look at you. But Pogo wouldn't necessarily know that unless you informed him of that. So.
Yeah, no, I would let him know that exactly where it is, that it didn't see me, but I saw it through the window, and that Pogo's gonna have to back away farther, because if he goes all the way to the door, he's still gonna be within range, but that's
All right.
it.
And
coming
we'll
this
jump
way.
over and let's see how far we can get.
So we
Three
got two
moves.
more moves.
Well,
Three
yeah,
total.
three moves. Three moves.
Three
Yeah, as far as
turns,
steps.
assuming
Yeah.
nothing else happens.
All right, so from where you're standing, go down 1, left 1,
Okay.
up 1,
Okay.
and that's as far as you can move. And then the next move, you'll reach your destination.
Okay.
All
Wait,
right.
what'd you say for those movements? I was just curious. What was big?
Down 1, left 1, up 1, and the next turn they'll reach the destination.
You seeing where Pogo or where
Oh, I
Nozine's
must have
saying that
missed.
she is?
I must have missed one when I was using the restroom. That's why.
You might have, yeah, because
Yep, I was like,
yeah.
wait a second.
when you said it,
Yeah,
I was like,
we're
okay,
good.
I wonder if he's confused on where she's
Yeah,
at.
yeah,
so.
we're good. We're good now.
Which that is the end of 6, meaning this is now round 7, and in round 7 there is 8 seconds left. So there is just enough time as long as you guys make it on this turn. Otherwise, that alarm goes off. But thankfully, there are a lot of visible threats, at least at the moment. It is the automaton's turn. Pogo staring at the cracks in the door. You do see the kind of dim purple light get brighter and brighter.
Fuck. I'm gonna go over.
There's
here.
really nothing else in there that's making noise. I'm going to give him just his kind of regular, patrolling. Like this is his action basically while he's patrolling is perception checks.
I am going to turn after I get to this area. Actually, I am going to. I don't want to waste anything crazy. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to. Man, everything's concentration. It's some bullshit. I'm going to ready.
I mean, theoretically, you could drop silence at this point.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I still think Pogo still thinks that machine might make some noise.
Sure.
I am going to ready Toll the Dead. I'm gonna cast it if it walks through the opposite door.
Okay. All right. This perception check here, I want to. We're going to do a group stealth check. So let's see. It'd probably just be because they're in there. Just Sarah and Pogo. Both of you give me a stealth check. I'm gonna have Nissy do one. Fox, you still have Pass on the Trace up, right?
Yep.
Was that yes? I think you do.
Yes.
Good fucking roll
Okay.
too, or good
All right.
good spell to have up.
Yep.
It's up on everybody, I think, because it's
Yeah,
a
you
certain
did.
amount of people.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody's within range of you, which is everybody except for
Oof.
maybe. Ooh, hang on, is Sarah too far?
Oh god.
Hang on, and Sarah might be
You get
too
a
far
plus
also.
10 though. Oh, Seraphina, 30
Well,
feet.
hang on. Yeah, what's the distance on it, Fox?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Let me find it.
I'm almost positive it's 30 feet.
Sounds right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
probably
the
5
trace
feet out.
is 30 feet of you, which means Sarah got a 6 with no pass without trace bonus. All right, so if he rolls, oh, shit.
So
Here's the
Pogo
thing.
got a 40. No.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
oh no, you added the 10 already.
Oh,
You added the 10 already. So.
I thought that 10 was just my modifier.
Oh shit, is the 10 your
Yeah.
modifier? Shit, it is.
No,
All right,
I got a
so Pogo
40, so
Yeah.
He disappears in the next
All
game.
right, so it's not against everybody individually. It's a group stealth check, so it is 30 plus 15 for Nissy plus 6 for Becky is a 17. So his perception check, if it's a 17 or above, he does hear you. So it'll be a contested roll. Perception check, normal. All right, with a 9, Pogo staring intently at the kind of purplish light around the frame of the door, just kind of waiting for the door to burst open. You sit there just holding your breath for a moment, and then the light turns away. And he can't go any further.
I'm just going to
just
turn
the hallway facing the
and
way.
put my finger up against my mouth to everyone in the shushing motion.
Nissy behind you saying, "What? I can't see your face. It's too dark." It is your turn.
Wait, is it? I thought I just moved. Oh.
It wasn't. Oh shit! You moved. You weren't. Yeah, that wasn't your turn.
'Cause I just moved away from the door. I thought it was.
Yeah, it wasn't your turn when you moved. It was still the automaton's turns.
And then went to automaton. I didn't know if I thought the automaton had like a different. Maybe it was after me in the order or something. A different automaton order.
No.
No, because we did Norok, and then because we had skipped Pogo because he was in the bathroom. So
yeah.
Then we took his turn. And he came back.
Then we took his turn, and then but he didn't move over then. He moved over during the automaton's turn. It's fine. We're not going to wreck on it. He theoretically would have seen through the wall the magical auras if Pogo had not been able to move in time, but that's fine. So it is your actual turn now either way, though.
Okay. Well.
I mean, you didn't move twice. You only moved the once that would have been on your turn that we jumped back from. So
yeah, I get it. I'm going to go ahead and for a bonus action, I'm actually going to give. I'm going to tell Nissy. I'm just going to whisper, Nissy. I think you're very good at what you do. So I want you to feel good confidence, but you gotta be stealthy and quiet while we're here, all right? And I'm gonna go ahead and give her bardic inspiration as well, so she's gonna have that extra.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I forgot.
Extra
I had bardic
D12.
inspiration.
Oh shit! You could have helped your D6. Yeah.
Yeah. None of y'all forget that there's bardic inspiration. That shit has been wasted
passing it out like fentanyl candy.
Now, I'm looking around. Is there anything here that would be thievable?
These are bigger things.
Sure.
There's a lot of larger artifacts that
there's no bear wearing a necklace.
Not the kind of stuff that you could.
All right.
Critical roll? Is that what you're going with there?
No, just if the stuffed bear's wearing jewelry. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Because bear wearing a necklace sounded like a critical role reference, but I didn't think you'd done season 1. So
I thought he was gonna turn into Scanlan there for a second with all the random potions.
Yeah, really.
And there's a Triceratops in here.
Yeah, shit. That's literally where they were on top of the on top of that museum or whatever. Yeah. Justin rather hasn't listened to that season, but yeah. Anyway, all right. That it for Pogo's turn.
Bonus action. I don't need my movement right now. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Bubbles is staying, I assume. Taco.
Yep. Side of mind.
All right, Norok, you have successfully not buried but hidden the automata's body as best you can, at least. There are bits on the floor, of course, inside the room, but apart from that, the main structure at least is hidden. What are you doing?
All right, I'm going to move back in because I didn't. As far as I know, that other automaton is coming for that door still, right? Because I don't think anybody mentioned that he had turned around. I wouldn't know that, right?
Yeah, I
so
just said he was
in.
headed this way, but he didn't see me.
Okay.
I'm going to stay here so that way I'm close to them. Try to prevent, if he does come through that door, try to prevent him from getting at Arteme and Nazim. So
okay.
I'll wait there.
All right, we're going to end this round here because this, I think, will be a good part here, and then I need to get, I got the stuff started, but I still need to get to work, so we'll end the rest of this round here, and we'll call it. What's Sarah doing?
I don't want to be in the fucking silence, but you know what? No, I'm going to just creep up to this window over here and just like sit down on the ground and like just barely peek my head over and just try to keep an eye on the automaton.
Okay. And you are keeping Shadowskin up still, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that
All right.
when shrouded in darkness in a darkened room, just kind of peek it out.
You probably can't see him very well from where you're standing, but you do see like a little bit of a shoulder and the kind of purplish light that is emanating from the crystal, shooting down the hallway.
Here, I can see him in the hallway. So.
Yeah, you do see there's a door, by the way, also that goes from that little outer area that leads into that hallway where he's at. It's closed, but it is there. All right, that will jump us over to the bypass.
And I'm just updating everyone on where he's going and what he's doing.
Okay. All right, everybody is back. All right, and what are we doing?
All right, last move. From currently where you're standing, just go up 1, and then you're there.
All right. So Arteme, you step onto this last line that has been described to you by Nazim, and the kind of blackout covering over your vision begins to fade. You kind of have to blink your eyes and you are back in the main room itself. You look down at the table in front of you, and with what would be audible clicks, but of course it is still silent, each of the little knobs go pop, 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 pop until 10 of them have gone off, and all of the remaining automata fobs, basically like a key fob basically that were sticking into them, have popped up out of the table, and the lights all go black.
Okay.
We will go ahead and end it there. If you guys, are
great job, everybody. Great job.
They actually, yeah. So Sarah then would be the only one seeing this. The one that's in the hallway, the shoulder that you were seeing, just the barest amount of movement there, freezes still. The light is still there. The kind of purplish light is still facing forward in the hallway, facing away from you in the hallway. But the automata looks like it's like not moving anymore. And that is it. That's where we'll go ahead and call it. Justin, you said the 12th is no-go, right?
Yeah, next Saturday we are